supposed to wait where we're live. Oh, you ruined the creaming for everyone. Like,
creaming.
Son of a...
No, he can just eat the whipped cream and put more on when we go live.
You realize that would have made, like, the OCX, like, whatever the best... No, shit. What am I trying to think
Can't hear you, Coach. I'm feeling fabulous.
Excuse me while I have a drink of my manly beer.
I gotta present this.
Cats. What? No, they still like each other. What the fuck?
Oh,
it's
and
so
welcome,
good.
everyone.
Daiquiris.
You know, and
I mean, we asked for ladies' night. Here we go.
God, I wish I hadn't given up drinking now. Jeez.
And I had to bring like a hardcore beer tonight. Oh,
Who gives up drinking?
Look, there's a lady on my beer.
I want to lose more weight.
Oh, yeah. I mean that's fair. Like, it is significantly harder work.
Yeah.
When you don't do that.
Yeah. No. When I lost weight last time, I was trying to drink while doing it, and it just wasn't working. Stopped drinking alcohol, and then I started dropping 4 pounds a week.
Right.
I lost 100 pounds in like 4 months.
That's different.
I want to go for like 50 or so more.
So what you're saying is I should not stop drinking alcohol because, man, I don't want to go back to when I was 16. Like, that's bad. 125 pounds does not look good on a 6'5" frame.
Chico, I think you've been called out in the chat.
I'm still trying to get to the chat.
Oh, shit, we have a chat? Okay.
No, he is not drinking whipped cream and a Bloody Mary. It's
that would be a
Bloody Mary? What's wrong
it's a
with
daiquiri
you?
with whipped cream. But
I mean, the question still applies. What's wrong with you?
I like slushies and I like alcohol. You put them together and they're awesome.
Isn't that fair?
He's not lying. Yes. I'm gonna go step out for a second. Got him. These fucking black bugs are just pissing off. But before we're gonna go, I'm not gonna read this during the actual show. So if God damn it. Hold on.
I believe in you. Believe in you.
It's coming. There we go. I got him. All right. No, fuck. There we go.
On tonight's show, folks, we're gonna watch Coach kill small creatures.
Kill small bugs. I want to read out a little pre-show. This is the Wolf Squadron.
I want that shirt.
Oh,
Gimme.
Right there. If the microphone will pick me up.
Hey, chat, get me one of those shirts.
So I just want to read this this note, and this is a heads up to everyone else out there. This is how you write a thank you note. Or not a thank you note, but just I adore the shit out of you, Coach note. Dear Coach, thank to you all. Wait a minute, hold on.
All,
thanks,
not just
okay.
Coach.
I'm sorry. It mentions me first, and then so thanks to you and all the guys at OCX Radio. I can't say enough great things about you all. So to show my appreciation to you guys, here is a shirt to hang on your wall. But I'm not gonna hang it on the wall. I'm gonna wear it tonight, buddy. Your very own Wolf Squadron shirt. Look us up on Instagram at Wolf_Squadron_gaming. Little plug for you. Thanks for everything you guys do. Glaive Leader, aka Patrick. Not Patrick, the other Patrick. So, for future reference, guys, this is well done. If I can read. Now, his problem was he started out in all caps, and then like in the middle. Oh no, I guess they all are in all caps, but whatever. So thank you, Glaive Leader, aka Patrick. I will wear it with
other
pride
Patrick.
tonight.
Is that other Patrick? That's not
It's
Patrick.
other Patrick. Yeah.
Wait, is it Patrick, or
No,
the other Patrick?
it's not Patrick. He is not that nice of a person to send me that nice. I mean, come on, we all know that.
Hey, he's 2.0. You watch your mouth.
Yes, I do need to watch. my mouth. On show because he told me to, and I do what people tell me to do. So I have like a long shout out list, just to let you guys know. So I'm going to basically save that for the end, obviously, because wow, do we have a lot of stuff to talk about today.
Good Lord, yeah. Like I was trying to put together show notes earlier, and it wasn't working. Like I had.
Now this does not help me out at all.
Way better than nothing.
Where do we start?
Agreed.
How do we contain it to 3 hours?
There was so much stuff.
I don't even know.
And I am also going to be practicing on possibly me taking timestamps. Oh fuck! Did I phase out? I phased out, didn't I?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm also taking timestamps because we're gonna try to up our game here at OCX Radio. We're gonna try to get a Friday morning podcast out to the website instead of a Saturday or Sunday. Montana and I are gonna work together on this, and we're gonna try to see if we can get a Friday morning release date. So I'm gonna be taking notes.
Oh, this is gonna be entertaining.
Yes, it will be.
It's okay, Montana. I will also take notes.
I can do it.
Just so you know, Montana, I'm doing nothing.
We totally believe in you, Coach.
And on that, I'm going to take a little break before we start because it's way too early for us to actually start on time.
Start on time? What? No.
Right? That's what I was thinking of. So,
Stews.
yeah. Oh shit, he's here. Timestamp. I need a time.
Kyle does exist.
I'm still around.
Haven't seen you in forever. It's not a daiquiri.
How am I going to time?
Why do you
not
say that
daiquiri.
derogatory?
So what if it was?
Welcome.
We're trying to have a show about inclusion, and she says, I'm going to drink my manly drink. I guess you can be the girl.
And how does that make you feel, Chico? How does that make you feel?
I mean, delicious. I feel delicious.
He's gonna go get a pedicure after this.
Please, someone make that into a card.
What, Chico just saying, I feel delicious?
I feel delicious.
Oh my god. Yes, we need to find an appropriate 2L card then.
Bad news, Montana. I have nothing that gives me a timestamp, so...
You could just count.
You would have to use YouTube on the non-pop-out chat.
No, even then it doesn't have a running time. I just looked.
Does it? Oh.
Oh, we're live already.
What the?
Well, okay. So what I can do is I can run Audacity on my side, and then I can tell him like from the beginning of when we start the show. So he'll have to find that.
I'll have to find
from
that
the
on
beginning of that. We can tell him how many seconds till other events.
There we go. That'll work. See, I already got out my own responsibilities. Fuck
God
yeah.
damn it. I told you at the beginning.
You're too fucking smart, Chico. You're too smart for your own good.
Sure.
That's why dumb people will inherit the earth.
Oh, I'm screwed.
All right. I'm done bug fighting. I'll be right back, and we will start the show when I get back.
I'm running out of whipped cream.
Good thing you've got a whole can of it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's fucking muted. You have a whole can.
I've got more daiquiri.
If you're not spraying yourself with that whipped cream by the end of the episode, something went terribly wrong.
I mean, I'll do that at some point. That's easy peasy.
Chico's just like, look, FFG's actually giving us clarification. I don't have to do it anymore.
Now I feel delicious.
Every time FFG actually makes a rule, I take a shot.
So what you're saying is you're super drunk right now.
Today, I've been sober for too long.
This is like the best day ever for you, isn't it? Or is it the worst day ever? Did you get more or less Facebook messages today?
I got a fair amount of, like, all of the direct Facebook messages I got were all of the judges I talked to all happy. But yes. I did get to go out to a few specific threads and mock people, so that was fun.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I feel like that's fair. So I'll try to find one I can show everybody. Except I'm not showing you all my personal conversations. Fuck that.
What was it that you were talking about before? The coconut monkey dollars? Is that what we called them?
Oh yeah, that's me and my friends used to make bets during high school, and if you lost the bet, you had to pay out in coconut monkey dollars. And yes. it's literally just you taking a picture and drawing a picture of a dollar with a coconut monkey head in the middle, and then you pay off whoever it is. And we made rules that you could only go up to a certain denomination. So if you made the bet too high, you had to print a lot of coconut monkey dollars.
Ooh.
So somebody on the internet owes me 10,000 coconut monkey dollars.
I bought this Shell's Stag series because it's like a limited batch number. I was like, what the heck? I didn't even pull the bottles out of the thing, and I bought it, and I'm drinking it, and it tastes like bananas. So that's what made me think of the monkeys.
That shit is bananas.
Yeah. My beer has coconut in it.
Bananas.
Yeah.
I love me some coconut.
Yeah, so people are still losing their minds over the whole debris cloud being dropped directly onto ships.
You mean the exact way it works in first edition? They're upset about that?
Yeah, well, they're disagreeing that it still doesn't work that way, and I'll get into that rant later.
All the rants.
Yeah, it's like
I'll join you on that rant.
Like
does everyone get their own rant?
I need to get my shirt that says I might be wrong, but I doubt it. I've got that upstairs. I should be wearing that right now.
I'm just going to get one made that says because I said so.
Yeah. That's in the rules now. That's in the tournament regulations. You can do because I said so.
Trying to come up with a clever name for AJ right now, and I'm drawing a blank.
A clever name.
Oh. What's the name of that bird you all drove to extinction?
The dodo?
What?
No. There was this bird that used to live on the island of New Zealand, and they hunt it to extinction.
The moa?
Yeah, that's it. You bastards.
Hey, I wasn't here back then.
That's it right there, the slayer of moas.
Yeah.
Slayer of moas. I don't know how to spell moas, but that's how it's going to go.
M-O-A.
Big bird, small name.
Chris, feels delicious. Feels delicious. I'm going to be done with this beer before we start. I better get another one.
I'm going to be done with this daiquiri.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get another one.
Yep, you're not wrong.
I want to hear the blender in the background.
I thought about bringing it in here and just, I mean, there's most of the blender. Oh, yeah, right there. That's where it's at. That's only like 4 shots of tequila.
Only?
Yeah. So it's technically a strawberry margarita because it's not rum, but that's because I still had tequila left over from last time.
Sure, that'll work.
I mean, margaritas are the best drink anyways. Objectively the best drink.
Objectively. God damn.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I think it's the worst sound in the world. Wow. All right, boys and girls, ready for this?
Sure.
No, but go ahead.
Bring it.
Good morning, X-Wing! Hey, this is not a test. This is OCX Radio. Time to rocket from the Delta Pilot to the 4BZ. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the OCX Radio podcast, broadcasting from the OCX studios in downtown Orange City, Iowa. My name is Aaron the Coach Kroll, and join with me today, none other than everyone's favorite, the Crease, Chico Brown.
Dear Internet, fuck you. I was right. And more on that later.
Yeah, so that happened.
We got our first F-bomb out of the way.
Always. Kyle, the Sloot Stews.
Yep, I'm here making an appearance again.
He is here again. 2 weeks in a row, ladies and gentlemen, and has broken a new record.
Yeah.
And if you guys have been living under a rock, tonight is Ladies' Night. Woot woo! From the other side of the world, we have the Slayer of Moas. Don't you dare talk when I'm introducing the ladies, Kyle.
Oh, come on. I'm just giving you
Apologize right now. Anyway, back from the top, from the other side of the world, the Slayer of Moas, Miss AJ.
Oh, hi, good evening. Good evening. One more person sends me a memo about proxy mines. I will hunt you down and kill you personally.
Like the Moas.
Exactly.
See how that was fitting? In the end,
They don't exist anymore.
And neither will you.
And from the soon-to-be frozen tundra up north, we have our very own 2.0 field reporter, Snapshot Sarah!
I will rise from the grave of first edition and rise like a phoenix.
I like it. All right.
You know what I like? Daiquiris. How does that sound? Sound like deliciousness? I got that all over the place. Oh my god!
I think you liked whipped cream with your daiquiri, not the other way around, buddy. But
we did want Chico to cover himself in whipped cream. He's getting it.
It is all over the place. Oh,
and now he's rubbing himself.
I'm so creamy.
Oh my god!
All it is a
I don't have anything to talk about tonight. It's just going to be Chico spraying himself with whipped cream.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a prime opportunity on why you should tune in every Wednesday night at 8:30 Central, because the audio is not going to do this justice. I'm sorry.
No.
I got to get this out of the way before I forget to mention it as the podcast progresses. And I know we should probably start off with a topic, but it's extremely funny. Because right before we took our son to class this afternoon, I was putting on a pair of my socks. And as I jammed my foot down the sock, it hit something. I'm like, well, what the hell is this? I pulled the sock off, and guess what I pulled out of my sock?
Stress token.
Oh man.
Stress token.
Wait, no. This has got to be a chat poll,
Too
right?
many inappropriate. Too many.
Yes. What was in Sloot's sock?
Mayonnaise.
Oh!
I'm going with Lego.
Ooh.
I'm saying an X-Wing
It's
show.
too easy. It's too easy.
It was what?
Stress
Sarah?
token.
I said an X-Wing ship.
Oh, yes. My son decided that he was going to play a game where he was going to hide my spaceship. And it was the Naked Hawk, mind you. So the Naked Hawk I had painted on my computer, he had stuffed in one of my work socks down here in the dirty laundry pile. And I found it today when I tried to put my sock on.
So what you're saying is he was protecting that Naked Hawk.
Yeah, he was trying to put clothes on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
This might be a new segment, everyone. What does Kyle pull out of his sock in the morning?
Stay tuned for your next Patreon reward.
Oh shit! I am totally sending the next Patreon rewards out wrapped in a sock. Yes, the sock hawk. Everyone is getting a sock hawk.
Oh man, we just lost all of our patrons.
And surprisingly enough,
$0.
like the ship and the paint held up going through the wash and the dryer, like not a scratch on it.
Holy, are you
We had a wash?
I'm not shooting you. I will go get it upstairs from the dress.
You don't have to. We believe you. I mean,
I have a new paint scheme idea for my hawk.
yes, we could have like gold toe hawks. We could have like Haynes hawks. We could.
Yeah, mine's the black with the red
It's
line on it.
Holy Crow now, not Moldy Crow.
We can have the rugby sock. Sock hawk. Oh god. Okay, new T-shirt design for you photoshoppers out there. We need like a sock, but on the toe, obviously shrink wrap to the form of a hawk or something like that. I don't know.
Palob gold toe.
I really have to like curb myself when I put it out to the public on what we need Photoshop, because clearly everyone takes me for my word.
Well, definitely, Chico. I feel delicious.
Yes.
Oh, stop
do.
tonguing the straw. You do not tongue a straw when you're.
Can we get on to content now?
God damn it! Can we please get on?
It's not like we don't have any content tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've come to the realization, but it is confirmed. It is now apparent. We are FFG's #1 information outlet. The evidence is there. It's insurmountable.
Unknowable.
It's unknowable on the proportions that FFG just waits and sits on information until Tuesday, Wednesday morning. Then it's like, boom, OCX is on. They got it. This is where everybody goes for their information.
It's almost like they were fortressing.
We are the fuck.
But only for 2 turns.
Information fortressing is not
Too
illegal.
soon. Too soon.
Yeah, join the club.
They fortressed Monday and Tuesday, and then they had to release it. Right?
The chosen ones.
We are.
So, I have made it a personal goal for me tonight is to not get in the way, because man, do we have a lot to talk about, and we have some of the best people on the show to talk about this. So, I am going to
Gold Squadron poll. Put it in the chat. Put a #1 if you believe Coach can leave us alone and let us get through this. Put a 2 if you think he'll derail it by commercial time.
Are we doing an over under? Are we gonna casino de-own this thing? Because that's already happened, and there's been a lot of under that I'm already drunk, and I'm not. I have had a 6-pack already because apparently I had to go golf. So. Two
Two seems to be a favorite.
Fuck
No
all
one's
of
going
you.
on.
Come on. What the shit
Wait,
is
does this count as Coach derailing us?
This is
Kinda does.
collusion or something. I don't know what this is.
Prove it.
The tournament doc says so.
Marshall.
Okay,
Oh.
so Coach, what did we receive first?
Well, we're gonna go in chronological order, and we got some tournament rules, guys.
Yeah, but not publicly released. Just sent out to all of the Coruscant people, of which we are none.
Right, and
but-
like any FBI document, you know that shit's gonna get leaked, so it did, and we got it. And I think it was interesting, to say the least. But I am not the person to talk about it, so I'm going to throw it on over to. I'm going to throw this over to AJ because she's probably run more tournaments than any one of us combined. So AJ,
Oh, that's a hefty mantle. I don't think that's quite true. Oh my God. Yes.
have you run more tournaments than 2?
Yes. I
Okay,
have.
there you go.
See, we're on the
No,
subject.
I've
New Zealand
run a
Nationals,
fair number of
26th,
tournaments.
27th of January. Lock it in your calendars, people. Also, I want an OCX sexy Cynthia fell for it, please.
It's coming.
Just banana hammock it, right?
Yep. I'm going to give that.
We got to give them OCX pasties, or it doesn't count.
Yep. I'll make the national champion wear those.
Nice.
Anyway, tournament regulations. Oh, the highs are I said so. So get over it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's something to be mentioned. They put in there that the marshal can look at the rules and go, that ain't right,
That's
and
stupid.
just on the fly fix things, which we've all sort of understood. It gives it a little more freedom. I'm wondering how much that'll get abused, because like, what if somebody comes out and says, you know what? I just don't like that. So now I'm just going to completely reverse something that's obvious.
Well, so they could do that, but wouldn't that just be shooting themselves in the foot? Because if they're blatantly going against the rules, they're just not going to get another official tournament again, right?
Well, I'm sure Canada will get another official tournament, but yeah, I totally get what you're saying. It's bad press, obviously, when you screw up rules that bad, like Canada did. Canada. So yeah, it's not good, but it kind of gives us the power of walking into a tournament and going, Duncan, I know that Palpatine and lightweight frame aren't defined very well, but shut up, I can do whatever I want. So that's nice.
Yeah, look, I'm going to pick on fortressing because I got a lot of messages about this one, because obviously anyone who's watched a game I've played knows that I used a fortress. I don't hide in the corner for the entire game and force the final salvo. I use it to aim my alpha strike where I need it to go. I use it for free information, and then I move out when it's opportune for me. That said, that's fine. If FG wants to put a rule in place, I'll move on. I'll find a new tactic. I'm a player. I'll figure it out. I'm not going to have a whinge about it.
That's the right attitude for it. You know, and there's some people screaming about this, but that is the right attitude. And I've done the same thing. I've had aces where I just point them at each other, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait to see if you go fast or slow, and then I'm going to figure out how much I need to flank with.
And this highlights... I get it. I understand what they're trying to fix. I'm 100% there with them. I think they've been a little bit harsh and a little bit unfair. I mean, think of 90% of your Imperial players, right? They hide in a corner for 2 to 3 turns for some information, then they roll out and come and ruin your day, right?
Well, but at least most of the Imperials I see actually do move a little bit. They like do weird things with, like, I'm going to move and barrel roll, and then my shuttle doesn't move, and then I'm going to move and barrel roll, so my shuttle doesn't move, and then I move out.
Yeah. What grinds my gears is they've literally put one sentence in about slow play, and they haven't taken the time to define it. I have seen more pain and more suffering caused by slow play than I have by fortressing.
Okay. So before we move on and discuss, can anybody like explain what exactly it is that the rules are for fortressing and slow play? Like, what does it say? That way we can elaborate, since we're the first people to talk about it. That way we should make sure we get the listeners.
Well, I mean,
details.
we're the first real people to talk about it. I guess
Gold Squadron talked about it a little bit. Whatever. Who listens to that?
Nobody really listens to Gold Squadron.
Right.
Thanks, Gold Squadron.
Sort of, yeah.
So basically, FFG have very explicitly stated that fortressing is considered 2 turns of not changing your dial to a maneuver. If you have a maneuver that you can break out of a castle with and you don't put it in after 2 turns, you're considered a bad sportsman, and the marshal can do something about that. They're a little bit unclear as to whether that's a DQ or a change your dial or force you to redo the turn.
No, they have it in the paragraph in there. They said they force you to plot maneuvers that end the fortress board state. If the player fails to do so at the end of the next activation, all of their ships are destroyed and the game ends.
Oh, shit.
Alternatively,
Alternatively, they can force you to pick other maneuvers to end the fortressing board state, and if the player fails to do that, by the end of the next activation phase, all of their ships are destroyed and the game ends.
So there we go. Fortress and
for those people who don't realize, that paragraph is printed twice.
Chris Allen.
Exactly the same, except it says alternatively in front of it. They are drilling that home. You cannot fortress. Alternatively, fuck you. You can't fortress.
That is for you, Carolina Crates. They printed it twice.
Oh no, like this is the Travis Johnson rule, because at Worlds he sat there and fortressed in his corner, and his opponent Jerry fortressed in his corner, and they were
Jerry
like,
Russell?
"We're not going to fly at each other." Yeah,
Jerry
and
piece of shit.
like they told me that, and I was like, okay, I'm just letting you know that it's probably not going to end well, and you guys have to stay here. So I went over to Alex. And I was like, just so you know, this is happening. And Alex goes over there with a big smile on his face and says, "Oh, hey guys, I see that you're not playing." And they're like, "Oh no, we're playing." And he forced them to actually play the game and set dials, bump, and over for the entirety of the game. And like they did it, and like Alex comes over afterwards to like the group of judges standing there. He's like, "We have to do something about fortressing in 2.0." like he said that right there. Is like, yep. So this is the Travis Johnson one.
Thank you, Travis and Jerry.
There you go.
They saved 2.0.
They saved 2.0.
God.
Oh,
Clearly, fortressing was the
I really don't
only
want to call
problem
them
with
the
first
saviors
edition.
of 2.0, but shit, they
Right,
might
and the thing that kind of gets me is like people have been saying, well, what if both players just fortress, and then you come over and what do you do then?
Collusion.
It is like at that point, I would look at people and be like, you are wasting my time and trying to be a problem. Set dials in the next 30 seconds that break out of this, or I'm DQing you both. Fuck off. It's like that would just be my answer. It's like, try me. Fucking try me.
Good answer.
It's like, quit being a problem.
Can't you just flip a coin?
Oh, we're moving up to final salvo now, are we?
Woo, final salvo. Yeah.
What? It's the same. Why do we even have to discuss? 90% of this document is the same. Points went from 100 to 200. Don't fortress, otherwise it's the same. Right? Did I sum up the whole damn document?
Yep. So
I quite like the solution in the chat. If you're both fortressing, then the judges get to play instead.
Just fly them both off the board.
Yes. Who can fly each other off the board the fastest?
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's terrible.
So yes, don't fortress, or you'll get caught and you will be disqualified, aka your ships will blow up.
Yep.
Because they keep ramming into each other, and that's what happens in fucking space.
Friction.
So I would like to point out the exact wording on it, though, because it still does allow for strategic self-bumping. Because the wording does specifically say, due to the maneuvers that a player has selected, all of that player's ships have overlapped one another in such a manner that none have changed positions on the board for 2 or more consecutive rounds. So a lot of Imperial players out there who might like keep their shuttle behind a slower ship to just make it not move very fast, totally fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, you just can't literally have your 4 Wookiees in the corner not moving. So it gets
Well,
rid
here
of
we go. How about this? I run a scum list. I put my 4 ships in the corner, and I bring me along a tugboat. Tugboat moves forward. Tugboat moves back.
I mean,
Game state
by the
changed.
rules, it's technically legal, but I would assume that the marshal of the tournament still has the ability to come over and say, "No, screw you, move your ships." Like this is the same as fortressing.
Right. There's always that "because I said so" clause in there.
There is, and I think they're making it so it's up to the marshal this time, and the marshal has the right to basically make someone lose the game for fortressing after the marshal told them to stop. That's the big change here, is that they can actually punish it now.
Yep.
Which in turn will prevent it from happening.
But yeah, well, with Alpha Strike List, though, you can absolutely still self-bump for a turn or two just to see what lane your opponent commits to, and that is really important information.
Agreed. Yes. But it does put in hands of players now saying, really? Judge.
Right.
And judge comes over. He describes the situation. He can obviously look at your. And what I like about this rule is the judge can look at your dials, right? There's no like, well, I didn't maliciously mean to do it. It's like, there's your dials. There's the proof right there, motherfucker. It's like,
right. You did one forward after one forward after one forward, pointing at each other. It's like,
exactly.
Yeah, but and it also removes any possibility of one of those super fortresses where people are like, well, I'm going to put this ship here, this ship here, this ship here. They all do red stops, but then this guy has this thing that takes the stress away, and they all have fire control systems. And like, nope, you can't do that. And
yeah, I've seen a double Upsilon plus Lambda shuttle list, I think, at a regional. And yeah, it was basically just the 3 ships literally in the corner, and I looked over and watched it, and 3 ships in the corner, looked over 30 minutes later, 3 ships in the corner. I'm like, why are you even here playing the game?
I hate to admit
because
that, Sarah, but
strategy, but
that was me.
No, it wasn't you at this particular tournament.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure I came up with that, and
you might have, but I saw it at a different tournament.
Aaron Bonner yelled at me.
You were not playing the game that day.
Well, and like, so some people have argued that this strategy has never amounted to much of anything, so who cares? Well, they're wrong, and particularly because of 2 instances that I know of. One of them was Richard Sue when he did it at like top 8, top 16 of Worlds that one year. He planted all of his guys in the corner, refused to break out, and a TIE swarm just went back and forth, waiting for him. Then right at the end of the game, he broke out, killed 1 ship, and won.
I remember that.
Yeah, whereas the TIE swarm should have won that game all day long. So that was kind of shitty. But he was well within the rules, so we couldn't say anything. And then also there was a guy down in Phoenix area, maybe, that won a store championship by taking a whole bunch of ships and just fortressing them in the corner and forcing what was it with the triple bombing K-wings. He just stayed in the corner, so it's like, you can't bomb me.
That was the 3 G1As. That was that was in Houston, I believe.
There you go. Yeah,
Houston or Austin. One of those.
Yeah, he did that and won. So I mean, it was a viable strategy for some lists at some times, and sometimes it was the right strategy.
That was against Mark Fletcher, aka Sable Griffin, who, man, I haven't shouted him out in probably never, but hey, shout out to you, Sable.
I miss him. I haven't seen him in a long time.
I saw him at Gen Con, which was weird because he said, "Hey, coach," and I was like, "Oh shit, it's Mark." And that was the reverse from the last 4 years of Gen Con, because usually I'm like, "Oh my god, it's Mark Fletcher," and this year it was like, "Hey, coach," I'm like, "Oh my god, he knows my name," but I didn't let it out. I kept it in. I was like, "Mark, how's it going, buddy?" And inside, I was screaming like a little girl because I was so excited. Because he was my hero. But
but now you can't do it anymore.
Oh, speaking of, I'm gonna go hunt him down. He's gonna be one of our next guests on the OCX Radio podcast.
All right. So
moving on though.
Yeah, so something else people were freaking out about was the fact that there's a random tiebreaker now. But frankly, that's always been in there. So I don't know what people are whining about.
It's taking away from one portion of the game that's not there anymore, which is the points fortress in the final salvo, and moving it on to coin flip. Fuck it.
No. I'm talking about actual tiebreakers. So you have your score, and then you have margin of victory, then strength of schedule. What happens after strength of schedule if everything's tied? It's literally random. And people were wondering, is that up to just the tournament organizer? They just pick a winner? Like, no, it's built into every piece of software. It randomly picks one. So for instance, like Cryodex, when you enter in a player, it assigns them a random, like 16-digit number. And that's your final tiebreaker. You get down to that final tiebreaker with somebody else. Is your 16-digit number higher than their 16-digit number? Congrats. And it's 16 digits, so you don't generally have ties in that, because heaven forbid.
Because rolling dice was so much more precise.
Right.
Well, final salvo's still in there, right?
Yeah. The tiebreaker's just for like tournament positioning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, final salvo is still final salvo. It's the way it's always been. Half points is half points, just like it's always been, except now medium and small base ships as well. Like,
and it includes shields, folks. It includes the shields.
Everybody was losing their minds over like, what's the threshold mean? Is it going to be shields as well? It's like we knew this. Like if you didn't think it was going to be this way, just madness. So I would have been really surprised if it went any other way.
It is FFG. They like surprises.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna bust in here. Luke, we love you, but fucking stop being a tease.
What did
What's
he pull
happening?
on his stock?
Luke Carrington, like, he just likes to show up. He's like, "Hi, Chris," and I told him to get the fuck out of here because no one wants him here. And he's like, "Be nice to me," and I'm like, "No, because no."
Yeah, he likes to show up for about 10 seconds and leave.
Right. But and get everyone riled up. They're like, "Oh my God, it's Luke!" Like he's some crazy, awesome, famous person, and he's not. But then,
are you jealous?
I'm going to bed. No, I'm just
are you jealous that everyone's excited that
he's not going to bed yet? It's ladies' night. He'll stick around for another.
I know why he's on.
I remember the last time it was ladies' night. Oh.
Oh man, he was so drunk that night.
Apparently his GPS system just ain't getting it done lately, huh?
Oh God, that's right.
Oh, Sarah, were you there?
I was in the car when that happened. Yeah.
Oh, well.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry, Luke. I'm not with these guys.
And on that note, I'm out. See, exactly. I knew
All right,
it.
so are there any other tournament rules in here that are worth mentioning?
There were two relatively minor ones. The first one is that with game mats, if you are at a tournament and the tournament organizer decided to use third-party game mats to play on, you as a player have the right to substitute in an official Fantasy Flight Games mat instead of the third-party one.
Oh,
right. I actually really like this rule.
Well, I went back and looked at the old tournament regulations, and that's in there.
That is in there.
But,
okay.
Yeah, but like it wasn't something I ever really noticed. But it makes it as a good idea of you might as well just keep a mat in your trunk. So if you get stuck on one of those like neoprene POS mats,
yep.
I've invoked it before. I have invoked that. I'm sorry, I'm replacing this with my mat.
Right, or if you go to Chicago and play on one of those Gold Squadron mats where they put like asteroids in the artwork, and you're like, no, you can bust out your own if it really bothers you.
Or wooden boards that someone's glossed. Ships just slide everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely something worth knowing. So yeah. Good idea.
I'm going to wrap this whole thing up in just saying that thank God we have tournament rules. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, is this not a huge step forward in FFG?
It's good. I think we all would have found out like this weekend anyways because of Coruscant. But it's good to have the information. We were all kind of going under these assumptions anyways. Do the old stuff until new things take over. And guess what? It's all the old stuff. Mm-hmm. So easy peasy, except fortressing. So we're all happy about that. Yep. Not everybody, but I
do like the little code of conduct clause that they've put in there. They acknowledge that slow play is a thing because they mention it once in the code of conduct.
Well, yeah,
big deal.
They say that you have to keep a good pace of play, right? Or did they elaborate on it?
No, they haven't defined it. That's the problem.
All right. Yeah.
But it's in there so you can cite it and define it yourself because I said so.
Right. It's nearly impossible to write a defined rule on here's what slow play is and here's how you punish it because a lot of people put it on dials and there are so many ways to waste time other than dials. So
yep, you can definitely take your time during combat phase, for instance.
The read all my cards word for word. What do they do? Hang on. I'm just going to reread this one. Wait, is it? Yep.
Yeah, I always have to deal with personally with the list that I'm running right now is like, how do I want to move this ship? Because like I'm doing the advanced sensors GURI. There are so many possibilities. It's like, oh shit, which one's the right one? And like I have to sit there yelling at myself. It's like, hurry the fuck up, Chris. Hurry the fuck up. You don't want to be slow playing this person. Even though like with an ace list, it's kind of advantageous for me to waste time. But I don't want to purposely be doing that because I don't want to be that guy. So
we can just settle it fisticuff the old-fashioned way.
I'm gonna do one. I know I said I was gonna finish this out, but there was a good question on the chat from Mad Medic. Was there anything that you didn't get answers to in the tournament rules?
As far as the tournament rules, I got what I was expecting, and they threw fortressing in there. I'm happy about that. There's all sorts of FAQ and bullshit that I want to know.
Right, and we're gonna get to that next.
Yeah, but as far as running tournaments, it all seems fairly boilerplate, and I'm happy with that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it covered the main ones that people have come up with in the last sort of month.
Yeah,
right. I still feel like the essential and non-essential components portion can be cleaned up slightly because like they don't reference acrylic bomb tokens that you won as prizes in first edition. Evidently, those aren't legal.
Did they mention damage
if you
decks?
read it certain ways? No, I don't know if they mentioned damage decks. So yeah, that's weird. But we all know. Like, we all know what you're supposed to have, what you're not supposed to have, what can be third party, what can't be. Keep it the same. Just fucking do that. So even though it doesn't specifically mention dice, you cannot walk in with third party attack dice that crits on every single side. No. That kind of bullshit.
Damage engine, half dark hits.
I want to move on because we are actually. And for all of you out there, I'm actually keeping a time clock. Yes. Ooh. Your host is keeping a time clock. And actually, we have 3 extra minutes if you guys want to just rant and rave. But I would prefer to move on to our next subject, which is today's new news. No, it's not that new news. I want to get into the new FAQ. Or I don't know if is it technically called an FAQ or is it just questions asked and answered?
It's called
they are frequently asked.
Okay, so it's the frequently asked questions that is not technically an FAQ in PDF form. Right. So I found this super amazing. Holy shit, I did not expect this. Wow. But I think a lot of people out there found this extremely helpful and extremely like, duh, what the fuck did you think it meant?
Right. But, and for people wondering, is like, I feel like everything on this list are things that I have had people yell at me about in the past 3 or 4 weeks. So like, so these are real things. Some of these came from Peru. Like that I got asked and that I screamed about on this podcast, and evidently we screamed loud enough that they made it to this list.
Because we're FFG's #1 information outlet. That's why they listen to us. So basically what it was is FFG released a whole slew of questions that were either given to them and needed answering. A lot of them were kind of, yes, man, if you weren't a dick, this is how it's read, but some of those need to be answered. I'm sorry. We all know that one rules lawyer out there, and it need to be answered.
Exactly, and this is what really bothers me. People have come back after this FAQ and gone, well, that was obvious. Why did you have to clarify that? And it's like, because there's that one guy out there that goes, but it doesn't say it explicitly. So, yeah, it needs answering because of you. You know who you are.
And sometimes that's me. I mean,
yes.
but I'll say there are 2 things on this list that did not go the way that I expected it to. So we'll get there, right?
That's a good starting spot. Let's go with those 2. Let's just
we're just gonna start at the bottom and hammer through.
Are we really gonna read all of them?
Most of them won't take that long.
20. Like we can go through all of these. We burned through the tournament rules.
You have a half an hour.
Oh, easy.
Whatever. Like
Are we starting at the bottom or are we starting at the top?
I'm trying to hit that under 2.75, baby. I got crate coins on
the
this.
Bottom and the top for you down in New Zealand. I'm not sure how things roll down there.
Yeah, everything's reversed. We have to wear special glasses so we can see things like you do.
Nice. These crazy people just starting to get into summer. I don't understand.
It's nice.
Okay.
It's warm and sunny today.
Time out. Quick little thing. Just letting you know, today it was 84 degrees today. Tonight it's going to be
What's that in real degrees?
85 degrees.
Those are freedom degrees.
And for the rest of the world, that is...
Who the fuck cares? It's hot.
Hey, look, I was only 0.8 off.
Tonight, it's going to be 35.
Okay, so for you, 0 to 100 is freezing to boiling. Us, 0 to 100 is humanly comfortable, super cold, super hot. That is the best way to describe it to anybody.
You want to do math? Go listen to motherfucking Minax.
It's like, oh man, it's
you
0
ain't gonna
degrees.
get it here.
Holy cow! Grab some hot chocolate and
So
bundle up.
basically,
It's 100 degrees
during the day.
Don't touch your steering wheel without gloves.
Yeah. Today it was a nut scorcher, and tonight you're going to be freezing them off. It's basically, long story short.
In man terms, and I know we have the ladies on, but in man terms, the balls hang low. Tonight, the balls are going in.
Good Lord.
Not sexist, it's just true.
It's biology, right?
It's biology. He just did it, and he didn't warn any of us. He just chugged a whole fucking thing of whipped cream.
Oh, you got talking about balls.
Motherfucker.
I blame myself.
You got to let us present you to the crowd.
Nope.
All right.
Okay, so on to these questions. Stop
Yeah.
derailing us. Vote
Yes.
2. Vote 2.
Always two.
They already did it. They already
Okay, so ignoring obstacles. So we're talking about Han Pilot and Kira Crew, or no, not Kira Crew, but Han Pilot and what's the other? Collision Detector. If
And
you're
Kira
ignoring
Crew,
the effects of an obstacle, what does that really mean? You're just ignoring the effects, the losing your action, taking a stress, rolling a die for damage, that kind of thing. That's all you're worried about. The obstacle is still physically there, so if you're like shooting through it, it still happens. So things that say if the shot is obstructed, like trick shot, it's still there. This is counter to what first edition was, where Dash could just, say, what obstacle? And frankly, I think makes it a little easier and gives them more room to design in, which has been what 2.0 has been all about. So I'm happy with this one. Any other thoughts?
Woo!
No, they cleared it up pretty well, I thought, because there was a lot of talk on like, oh, if you're ignoring obstacles, does this happen then and this? And it's just good that they cleared it up. So.
Right. And I feel like I kind of saw this one coming just slightly because of Dash and Outrider title.
Yep.
Right.
Because if it was ignoring it completely, then you didn't get to use half of your title. And that seems insane. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How does Dash not get to use half of his title? That's just weird.
Yep.
So I'm glad they did that.
I'm indifferent either way, but I'm glad that they've ruled it one particular way, because there's always going to be the person where it works for them to go, no, but there's no rock there when I'm shooting.
Right. Yeah,
Because
I agree.
ignoring it. Yeah.
So on to the next one. If the difficulty of an action is not stated, such as Lando Calrissian Rebel Crew's unique action, or the coordinate action of Vizier's Reaper, can perform as part of his pilot's ability, what is the difficulty of that action? White. That's I felt like that one was kind of obvious, but I guess it wasn't. An action, unless otherwise stated, is white.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When are we going to get blue actions? That's what I want.
Hey, you know what? This is a a nice thing to say that I can't think of the word towards developers, that they actually made it possible to do a blue action, maybe in there.
Suppose.
I love the new.
I would be surprised.
It'd be kind of cool.
Future proofing. They future proofed the design.
Super fucking overpowered.
What if you wanted a purple action? What if they consider force tokens purple actions?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Purple actions can only be performed if you have force.
Yeah.
I'm gonna host ability the shit out of this. Chico, I want you to cherry pick the ones that actually like needed being described.
They kind of all need to be described, don't they?
I'm sorry, but everyone in their mother's fucking Facebook page was blown up with the giant fucking O of cool today. So
right, but some of these are obvious, and I want to yell at people that they are,
and that's
so
fine.
If you stop interrupting us, we'll get through these.
You can cherry pick them, but I don't want to read.
Coach, you're such a two.
Okay, I'll summarize all of them.
There you go. All right, that's what I want.
Okay, so this next one was because of console fire. Console fire triggers before you engage. So if you get destroyed by the console fire, do you get to engage? Because it's before you engage, but blah, 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 blah. Yes, you still get to engage because the initiative step has already been started. So you aren't removed until the end of the initiative. I was yelling people this like all over the place and they didn't believe me. Guess what? I was right. Next one. Feel free to interrupt me if you have any comments. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going. Go.
No, this is the Chico I told you so corner.
Yeah, exactly. Here's one for you, AJ. Does proximity mine, when dropped overlapping a ship in the system phase, detonate immediately? Does it? Does it, AJ?
Of course it does, you fucking idiot.
What if it only overlaps one ship, though? They don't specify that. It says 2, but what about 1?
Yeah, it still dies.
Oh,
but if
man.
If there's 2,
but how did you know?
2, Chico?
But how did you know?
But Chico, what if there's 3 ships?
No, they specify 2 or more. It was in the rules, but they didn't specify 1.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put AJ's face on a proximity mine.
Hang on. What if I'm the ghost with a docked shuttle? Is that 1 ship or 2?
It's only 1.
The AJ proximity mine Patreon reward. Acrylic. I told you, you fucking idiots.
With a kiwi in the middle.
No, wouldn't it be a MOA?
A MOA. Thank you very much.
God.
But then they would be like, what did you drop? Those don't exist.
Oh! It was a device, motherfucker.
All right, so next one. Does the autopilot drone, does it trigger its ability if it gets blown up by just getting shot? No. Suck it, Dune. I was right. So there you go.
Oh, mental images. No.
Mental images.
All right. What's next? Oh, here's the one we discussed last week. Can a ship perform an attack against an enemy ship at range 0 when the range in arc is 1?
And I want to time you out. I want to time you out here. Super fucking kudos on you, Chico, because I know I've gotten a lot of feedback from a lot of people that watched the video and they were like, huh, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. But they have said you cannot attack a ship at range 0 of you, and they've stated that was omitted from the rules reference. Sorry, it'll be back in there.
Right? How awesome is that?
Right.
That's like peg another fucking Goldies up on your wall back there, like. Thank you, FFG. Give me a thank you, FFG award. I was right. You guys fucked up.
Right. Oh, God. William Hegwood's already yelling at me. We'll get there, Will. You relax.
Where's Will?
He's in the chat. Killer Beardhawk.
Oh, yeah, Killer Beardhawk. How did I not see that?
Because Killer Beardhawk and Killer Aardvark are besties.
Oh. Ooh, oh! I like. You know what?
Wait. Can Killer Moa join in?
Oh,
Moas can't be killer. They're already dead. You have killed the Moa.
Can Killer Minok join in?
Jesus. Okay, next.
Does this count as Coach derailing it?
Oh,
Yes.
I derailed the fuck out of that episode.
So
too.
loose cargo, is it a device or an obstacle? It's an obstacle, not a device. Told you so. Guess what? I
But
was
Chico,
right.
it's in the devices. It's listed right under the title, device.
I
It
know,
has to be device.
but Uncle Chico told you so. So you should listen. You should listen.
No, you
when I
can't
say
take
things.
the uncles. No, you cannot take uncle.
But hang on. What happens if I drop it on a ship? It doesn't trigger, right?
It's God damn it. That's defined later, and we got a whole rant about that. Okay. This next one. Oh,
Warming up.
this is my favorite question on here.
Warming up.
Stupid. When a ship moves through a proximity mine, when do you do Sabine Wren? Trick question. Sabine only works on bombs, not
Fucking
not mines. Thank you,
That has to
FFG,
be-
for just
That has to be
trolling
my
us.
favorite.
Troll
Favorite entry.
1000 right there. Troll 1000.
It's like in the FAQ where it says maybe. Like, like, oh, that's great. Okay. Now here's one of the first ones that went different than what I thought it was going to be. If you have a ship with cloaking device and you roll a focus so it breaks, and you choose to decloak and you fail your decloak on purpose, what happens? You keep your cloak token.
Ooh.
That is so
gosh.
backwards from what I thought it was, because
It goes
it was
against every other
decloak
rule
or
in the book.
lose your cloak token. So if you're out in the middle of nowhere, the point is you either get to move or you lose your token, or you just lose your token. Either way, your cloaking device broke, so you're gonna lose your token. Now they're saying, nah, you failed your action, you get to keep it. Weird. So then you can be cloaked forever. And that seems so backwards. Anybody else?
Is there
It kind of
That's-
doesn't go with the other thing. So, like, if you fail a linked action, you still get a stress. So that would be my precedent for you lose your token.
That's fair too. But
Kyle?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's kind of. Oh, sorry.
No,
I'm not Kyle.
no, fuck off. Kyle's regular. Sarah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's a little backwards, but also, like, does this particular rule break the game? Probably not really.
not really.
And how
So-
important is
So the second your cloaking device breaks, you make that roll. And if you fail it, your cloaking device breaks, but you get to keep the cloak token.
Yep.
That's what they are. That's what we're talking about.
Mhm.
So I guess I'm right in the middle on it, because let's say you only got to use the cloaking device once to cloak yourself once, and it breaks once, because that's why I never use it anymore, because that's all that ever worked for me was the one turn. At least you got to use it the one turn to stay cloaked, right? Because after that, you're not able to take the cloak token because it's already gone. Well, as soon as you lose it, it's gone.
I guess from an engineering standpoint, they're like, okay, the cloaking device allows you to cloak, and then it also allows you to decloak. So if you cloaked and then it breaks, you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna fly around in space cloaked forever.
Well, you can
Or-
still spend the token
Yep.
to decloak.
Yep.
Like
Right.
that's
Okay.
always a thing.
See,
So it's just like
that's where
first
I have a
edition
problem with,
Sakatro.
and obviously it's ruled the other way.
So,
So
yeah, I can see.
well,
It's just confusing because you would think that it would happen the other way, but yeah.
Okay, so next one, and these next three are going to be pretty quick. May a ship with elusive recover charges on other upgrades by fully executing its red maneuver? Fuck off. Next question. Read the rules. Next question. Read the fucking card. Next question. All right. Jesus.
I seriously think we need sleeves that just have Chico's face and says RTF.
Read the fucking card.
Read the
Yeah,
fucking card.
and the next one is another fucking duh. I'm not even dealing with it. The next one, read the fucking rules. What do they say? Cavill was explained. Yes, you get the extra die. Stop asking the fucking question.
Hey, Chico.
what?
Chico. Does Cavill get an extra dice?
God damn it. Shut up.
Okay, by the way, Fearless and Dorsal Turret Caval, legit.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And it's
heard it
good.
here.
R5P8.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
7 dice, and veteran turret gunner, of course. 7 dice, range 1 with modifiers.
Yeah,
Fuck
send me
that.
the rest of that
I'm
list.
just gonna straight up say fuck that. No.
The tactical nuke.
Okay, so next one, Lieutenant Sai coordinates somebody, and they link off of that. Which actions can you do? Just the one you coordinated. Read the fucking card. Next one. When Kraken does something, can you treat a red action as red? Fuck yes, you can. Why is this so difficult?
The Chico, purple actions.
Not dealing with it.
Purple actions.
I don't know how, but we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this a thing. It's for RTFC. We're
What the fuck is this? No, just read the fucking card. Okay, now we're on to for those following along, we're down to the Star Viper one. This is the
Oh my god!
me off. If you tractor beam a Star Viper, what kind of barrel roll does it do? The straight or the curved? Because its ability says when it barrel rolls, you can use the curved. This one, I was saying no. Tractor beaming is a regular barrel roll. You just do the straight template. They're not using their micro thrusters to help you tractor beam them. That's dumb.
Right.
Guess what they did though? You get to use the curved barrel roll and choose the direction.
Oh,
No.
Well, hang on. Is the title a may or a must?
It's a must.
Yeah,
So,
it's a must for that ship performing a barrel roll, but a tractor beam barrel roll I feel is significantly different enough that
you're
it should
barrel rolling that ship. Its title says you must.
Right. I completely understand the rules validation for it. But the fact that it's called micro thrusters is like, oh, I'm getting tractor beam, better engage my micro thrusters. It's just like conceptually that's dumb, right? Like thematically stupid. But I get it.
I can't help but agree, Chico, because I actually read it the opposite way until you just read it. I assumed it was the normal one straight barrel roll until you just now read it. So I agree with you.
Yeah, micro thrusters does affect this barrel roll.
Yeah,
Whilst I love being a troll,
yeah.
it was weird.
Even though a ship is getting tractor beamed, it doesn't mean his micro thrusters are off. So he's still gonna be like, oh fuck, I don't get tractor beam and like engage micro thrusters.
Are they
okay?
Can you so the reason they might be doing that, can you use the quad jumper on yourself?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can. That's exactly why they probably did it. So you can't quad jumper and give your Guri a straight barrel roll if it benefits you. I mean, the Guri barrel roll is really good, but still,
but now if you tractor beam your own Star Viper, you can double curved barrel roll.
Actually, that is true. You can,
because it doesn't count as a barrel roll
not an action.
You know,
you can like 180 degree your ship around.
Yep.
We're just
the mighty typo just got better.
God damn it.
So
I think we're making this worse.
Our next favorite one. If the loose cargo from rigged cargo chute illicit overlaps another ship, what happens? Answer: it is placed underneath the ship and the ship overlaps it. But they didn't move, so the effect doesn't happen. But they're saying, and the ship overlaps it. If they're not defining that the effect happens right then what I just said up there is useless and should not have been even typed, because it defines nothing other than stating that the effect happens. It's like, oh, you place it underneath the ship. Was there some idiot out there who was thinking you put it on top? It's like, no. It's like, it goes underneath, and then, like, what's the point of this being written here?
No, but Chico, there's a ship there, therefore I can't dump my rubbish there. It's just polite.
That's right. Exactly where I want to dump my rubbish, on the ship.
Exactly. Just launch it into there. But yeah, this is one of the ones that I've gotten the most like feedback from is people saying that oh, rig cargo, you drop it right on somebody, it still doesn't go off because you haven't done a move. See, the thing is,
those are the
overlapping
same people that are arguing that proxy mines don't go off when you drop them.
But overlapping something is defined as an effect of moving. This is stating that you drop something on something else and it's triggering that overlap, like in a non-standard way. The standard way is movement. This is a non-standard way. It's happening. And if you're so worried about that movement, I have moved my loose cargo underneath you. There, it was a movement.
Can we sum this up as basically a game state issue? Like the game state as it is right now is your ship is overlapping my debris cloud. Or
you can overlap things. Like being on top of something as range 0 is completely fine. You can be range 0 of debris all day, nothing happens. But as soon as you overlap it, which is a result from moving, in all cases but this, then is when the effect happens. So this is saying that you get your stress, you roll the die, you move on with life. So yes, you can have the situation where somebody drops one right on you, you take the stress, then you do your move, you take another stress. It can suck. And also the drop it right on somebody who you know is about to do a red maneuver and force them to do a 2 straight. It's back again.
Yes.
I welcome our rigged cargo shoot meta. I've been running lists with 3 cargo shoots in them.
Damn right, junkyard dogs.
Yep,
Yeah.
and now Scum Han's a lot better with this change because he can just go right past someone, drop the debris, get the stress on them for Lando's title, and then obstructed for Han's ability and trick shot. 6 dice.
Right.
So does Han get to ignore rig cargo shoot when you drop it on him? Because he's not moving.
This is Scum Han.
Or are you thinking of Dash?
Dash. I've been drinking.
Leave me alone. It is early in the morning for you, young lady.
It's afternoon, thank you very much.
Okay.
It is appropriate drinking hours for me.
Then you're fine. Yes. For Dash don't give a shit. Han is only going to be able to take advantage of that if Han's ability takes place. So
Okay,
you know
what my favorite whole part about this is now I can equip rig cargo shoot on Tirani. Oh,
I know, right?
I refuse to fly Tirani until I get my card.
Oh.
Ooh.
You mean like one of these?
God damn, like that stack, right? Let's send it.
Yeah. They'll be going out next week.
Okay.
Hey, Chico.
What?
I have multiples. Would you like one?
No. Fuck you. No. Shush. You're not supposed to.
If you sign it, I'll totally
now I'm
take
mad. Now you made me mad. Because that was not supposed to be public knowledge. That was supposed to be for your groups only.
Hey, it's in my prize kit.
There are 6 minutes and 53 seconds. Remove it.
Yeah.
Someone's going to notice when I give them away as prizes, Coach.
There are certain groups that were provided extra cards because they are literally across the world.
Hey, I'm giving all of mine away.
Not all of them.
Okay.
Keep one, for fuck's sake, but whatever.
I have a better Tirani. I'm sorry.
Oh.
We'll get into that later.
Oh.
Pin in that one.
That's a whole podcast all on its own.
We're definitely putting a pin in that one.
Okay.
That's coming back later.
Next question. Do TIE strikers and reapers, when they do their adaptive ailerons, lose their action if they go over asteroids? No. Just like in first edition, you can go over the asteroid, then you do your normal maneuver. You only lose the action if you go over the asteroid with your normal maneuver. That was the same, but the way the rules were worded slightly differently made it possible, so I kind of get why people were saying that. Next one, Can ionized ships link off of their focus? No. Focus is the only thing they can do. Read the rules.
Quite literally says in the rules, the only action.
Right.
Only.
Here's one that I think was actually decently cleared up. If you're shooting with a TIE Advanced that rolls the additional attack die from advanced targeting computer, can you spend your lock? Yes. Because it just says when you attack with a lock, roll an additional die. You rolled the additional die. Now you can spend the lock. But then if you spend the lock, you can't flip the hit to a crit. So you better have a hit to flip to a crit before you spend the lock. It's just an order of operations thing. They didn't put on there that you can't spend the lock.
Which I found for the advanced was awesome. I think that's a great.
Vader's damn good.
Yes. I don't even think I've seen anyone run anyone but Vader in the advanced, but it's a great if or kind of a thing. So I like that. I like the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Proceed. Sorry.
The last one, which is something that went differently than I expected, was after being destroyed, can Deathfire launch a device that cannot normally be launched? No. That one was super weird, and they said that one was where when you die you can drop or launch a bomb, and I was like, well, it says you can drop or launch a bomb. So I guess you can drop or launch the bomb you have equipped. Evidently, no, unless you have something that specifically says you can launch a bomb. So I guess they were just future-proofing themselves, which is fine. Okay. I wasn't running Deathfire, and I don't personally know anybody who was, so this one never really bothered me. But there's a second page. Oh, there's only one thing on the second page.
Question. That's the shitty part. There's a second page, and there's one question on the second page.
Yeah. Page 2. Read the fucking rules, and we're done. It's like abilities trigger on the ship that has the card. The listening device is on that ship. That ship triggers it.
So you know how sports have a card system? Can we get yellow and red cards made? Read the fucking rules, and when you have two yellows,
only
red.
One sport has that card system, and the United States doesn't really recognize it.
Yeah,
one sport. Try all the sports except the ones in America.
What sport?
We don't get it right. You try going up to a hockey player and saying yellow card.
Hockey has carding. Rugby has carding.
Crazy.
Real hockey does.
Crazy. Real hockey? God.
Real hockey? Real hockey?
That's why everybody from the world comes to our country to play it.
Right. Thank you. Hey, big special shout out. Tonight is the NHL opening season, baby. It's fucking hockey season, finally.
Go Knights.
Fuck your Knights. Fuck your Golden Knights and their golden shafts. Oh, I got Sorry. That came out a little hostile, but I meant every word. But no, I'm excited. Hockey's going. You guys actually took us 1 minute short, or 1 minute short of our commercial break. So, woo! I am totally surprised that you guys actually did this.
Wait, are you calling us not professional?
No,
no. Mind boogled.
I'm saying that the collection right now is totally being way more professional than. Oh, fine. Okay, there you go. You just goddamn. Go ahead, one more. We can't hear
time.
You. I feel like we need like a Cool Whip. A Cool Whip. Commercial.
Cool Whip.
No, this is off brand.
Saying what way? All of it.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip. Oh, you guys ever seen the movie Hot Rod?
No, nobody's seen the movie Hot Rod.
What?
No.
That's everybody's homework.
It is not.
Watch Hot Rod.
We do not give homework out, except for the fact that everyone should go.
Yeah, we do.
Read the rules and your cards.
Yes, read the rules and your cards.
Are you drinking a Red Stripe, Coach?
No, You were late. I'm drinking the greatest thing
Go to
I've
commercial.
ever drank in my entire life.
The beer's awful. Go to commercial.
All right.
Wait, hang on. Hot Rod. That's the one with Andy Samberg, isn't it? Isn't
Oh,
it?
fuck.
Yes,
Don't
yes.
give him validity. Oh.
It's good.
Hey,
It's
us
good.
Kyles have to look out for each other. Come on.
Aren't we supposed to be getting a commercial from someone? Anybody? Somebody?
Anybody? Someone? Weren't you on that? Isn't that your job?
Can we get a New Zealand commercial?
Yes.
Oh, what do you want?
Oh, an advertisement.
I want a
for
dramatic
MOA
reading.
fossils.
I want a 30-second dramatic reading of the death of the MOAs.
Okay, we're already
How
at
you're
commercial.
sorry.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we get that commercial, you'll hear that right now. If not, you're going to hear some other bullshit that we came up with, because right now we're going to commercial break. So,
Woo!
sorry.
You should have let me know you're going to mail some stuff to New Zealand, Coach, because then I could have sent what I promised them, that Darth Vader alt art card for 2.0 from Gen Con.
I'm going to tell you right now, fuck you, because you knew I was mailing shit everywhere.
What? I didn't know you were mailing shit anywhere. Let alone alt art cards. I knew the template thing was a thing because I was over there painting them that one night, but I never even knew.
You know when I see your little emblem fall down on the chat, you know how that happens.
That
Yeah.
doesn't.
You know what happens? You know what happens when that happens? It happens. You opened it and you saw it. Whether you read it or not, I don't give a fuck. But you saw it, and I know that you saw that I have been struggling my motherfucking ass off trying to get this shit out. And then I finally did, and I looked, and your emblem was there.
Well, I check it like 3 times a week. I'm just kidding. No, I don't always scroll.
Unrelated note. Whoever painted my
fucking
templates,
I
thank
see
you.
Kyle, I might punch you in the face. I
That's
might
fine.
literally punch you in the face,
I've got all the battle wounds from plenty of punches. I can
or
take
give you a very big hug with a finger up the butt. Either one. I want you to be on the lookout because fuck.
And on that note, I need to go get more beer.
Yes, and I need to take a tinkle.
Leave the headset on,
is
like old times.
that me or AJ?
God.
So I got a couple things to show off.
Ooh. We're talking about tinkling.
I sent in my templates to Applied Perspective, and I had to paint the line myself, but as you can see, looks really good. The one template, you got the cross on it.
Oh,
And,
nice.
So they're all like it's super close to being centered all the way through. I'll give like an example here.
Is it not?
It's not flawless. So I don't know if it's dependent upon where you got yours done or whatnot. But this is me holding it as straight as I can. And if you can see, like, the difference between the 5 and the 4 is slightly different, but everything else is pretty straight. I mean, like, it's close enough to the center that I don't care.
Well,
it's,
really,
it's
that's what she
closer to
said.
my fucking cardboard I got. So
Go ahead, Sarah.
Oh, I said that's what she said when he said it's close enough to the center.
Right there. Fuck it.
there.
God damn it.
So I'm really happy with it. I got 4 template sets done, and when you get them, they come unpainted. So I just went and just painted super sloppy, and then you take some isopropyl alcohol and put it on a tissue and just rub it on there, and it makes all of the excess paint go away, leaves a nice pretty line. So definitely recommend it. And then the other thing, I got these nice, awesome range rulers from John Connolly. They say "Judge," and they
like 'em.
they extend past the different spots, so you can set it like actually between 2 bases and like, sitting on the bases, and you put like because they're see-through, you put that line right on the firing arc, and you can just have it sitting there and just no more trying to balance and hold it just past the base when it's
that
like
is actually
close.
genius. Can
Yes,
I borrow one?
It's fucking awesome.
So if you drive over here, I'll give you one of these.
Drive over. Yeah, just let me hop in my boat.
And he specifically gave me one that's all iridescent and shiny.
Pretty.
Ooh.
In the chat right now, I just gotta let my locals know that yes, the temples are sent. I have not heard whether he got a hold of them or not yet. It takes a while to ship to Canada, so don't worry, locals. Your temples are they're gonna be fine.
Hey Chico, how did me and Mark get one of those rulers?
I mean, shipping something like this is not simple. Like even to like the next state over.
Oh, I know. I just sent five sets of templates to overseas.
Oh, really? Shipping things overseas is not so. Duh.
Talk to Coach. He knows how.
With how much you were shipping, you throw it in a box and send it. With one of those, like,
no.
How do you send that?
Sent it in a fucking vanilla envelope.
Not seriously. Hook me up with the guy that makes them. I'll order like 20 of them and give them out to judges here.
It's John Connolly from the Denver group. He's been on Back to Dials a couple times.
Yeah.
Great guy. And
actually,
he's got
AJ, he's in the chat, I believe.
Is he
in the chat?
Well, he usually listens to our shows. At least
he's in the Patreon chat.
Oh yeah, he should be in there.
Excellent.
Why is he not in the groupies chat?
I don't know.
That man deserves to be a groupie.
You know, this groupies thing has, ever since we let that fucking traitor in, I feel
Which one? Chris Allen or D. Yoon?
Oh, Chris Allen doesn't even want any. Is he in there?
Wait, Chris Allen's in there? I thought he left in our group.
Who let him in?
Oh, Chris Allen got kicked out because he kept adding and deleting people constantly.
Well, because he turned it into a cancer chat.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Is exactly what he does to things.
The traitor, and we all know who we're talking about. He's still in there, and I'm not gonna expel him. My beef with him, not with everybody else, but just saying. Just saying. I don't know what I'm saying. Fuck, I don't know. We'll hook you up with John. He's a good guy.
Montana.
Just to be clear, for templates.
I was gonna go tinkle, and then we'll be back.
Okay, hey, I've been and gone. What's your?
I just want to let you guys know that we were at 33 viewers, and I was about to lose my shit because I think 34 is our tie, and if 35 happens, I might explode.
Hey, Mark, get some Australians on here fast.
Yeah, you're all awake.
Oh, are they? Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah. I'll be back. We'll get this show rolling again.
Great, Padre. Which one do you want? I got blue and green. I'll send one with Ryan Staniszewski home from Crossroads. There you go. Blue or green? Blue or green? Come on. Green question. It's right there. Look.
Blue. I vote blue for him.
You put a question mark. What does question mark mean? Come on, Padre. Is that like you're undecided?
Green. He wants green. He wants to share it. What is it? Come on.
Personally, I like the blue one because I put red as the color on all of them, and I think the blue and red looks better than the green and red. That's just me.
The green and red is festive in like 2 months.
Let me see the green one.
The green one? No, that's blue. So There's green. It's kind of like the 2014 store championship.
Oh yeah, okay. That totally looks like that too.
That doesn't. Can't really see that very well. There you go. Can you see that better?
Yes, that's really neonish yellow more than it is green.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but I like it.
Look at that Cryodex plug.
Yes,
that is what Luke painted for me. That's the cover to my template tray.
that guy does
That is amazing.
Yeah, and then here's the blue one. If I can, there we go. Yeah.
Ooh, that is sharp.
Yeah, like, boom. Ta-da.
So is everybody still going to Worlds this year, even if they don't make the cut?
No,
I don't know.
I'll be honest there. No.
I live 10 minutes away.
Well, yeah, that's super easy
I'm
for me.
kind of really
I don't
hoping
know.
Coach gets this OCX thing off the ground. It's that or Gen Con.
I plan on actually making a run to actually play in some premier events. So maybe I'll just be there because I deserve it.
Yeah. So like, okay, so Gen Con for sure, because you don't have to qualify to make it to that.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to Gen Con this next year. I'm gonna try to volunteer with one of the guys who runs the X-Wing side events. I'm gonna get in contact with him and try to like volunteer with him, get a free badge and whatnot. Then just crash with some friends, and I will definitely be there.
Well, we have an Airbnb, so
yeah, do something like that. I'm definitely doing Adepticon, every regionals I can get to. Because like I have never played in an event higher than a regionals. So this year's changing that. I am on strike from
same shit, different title.
I'm on strike from judging FFG official events because I need to play on some things. And when they tell me that that I don't deserve to get certain things because I'm just a judge, I'll play and I'll get them that way. So
I'm gonna play instead, thanks.
Yep.
Woo!
No, seriously, you guys tell me which one is best, and I'll be there for one of them.
I'm gonna have to say that the
Gen Con is definitely the bigger experience because there's so much more than just X-Wing.
See, but here's the problem with that, because I'm gonna play the devil's advocate on that one. There's so much else other than X-Wing that you get so distracted that you don't even know what you want to do other than X-Wing. See, like when I went to Worlds, I can honestly say that even when I wasn't playing, I was focused on having fun with the people that were talking about the same thing that I was talking about and getting shit-faced out in the parking lot at the FFG Center, which was awesome.
But I don't think that's what it's going to be this year. There's going to be so many tryhards that it's going to be like it's going to be a diehard competition.
Yep.
Yeah, and when you move outside of the US and the UK, do you know how much harder it is currently to qualify for that?
Right. I completely understand. And you want to know what? I'm going to both. So.
Well, I can only really afford one. So.
C'est la vie.
Then I'll see you at Gen Con.
Bada bing.
Right. Gen Con it is.
No.
No?
No to what?
No what?
Here's my.
Are we doing OCX?
I'm going to go get a drink and ignore whatever he's about to say. Go Gen Con.
Here's my grand evil plan. To
Hit me.
To hit up FFG, to make FFG money. What I would like to do is I would like to do a Ryder Cup tournament at Worlds. Non-FFG official. I'm trying to get European and other, international players to show up. And it's going to be all those people who didn't make it to the Worlds. We're going to have a Ryder Cup tournament in the Radisson. It's going to be a bunch of US and it's going to be a bunch of international. And it's going to be like, boom, here we go. Who wins the World?
We're all going to get pissed.
I mean, if I don't make Worlds, I'll go to that.
Right?
You're going to make Worlds. Unless you run into Montana.
Okay.
But
Going to Worlds involves getting first place in an event. I still have never placed first in anything higher than a kit tourney. I frequently make cuts. I frequently get top fours, but I've never gotten first.
But
so I still have to do that.
So I put this out on our little podcaster host Illuminati page. I says, what if we started a GoFundMe page for a Ryder Cup, kind of, an Outrider Cup tournament style at Worlds to get more international people? Like, say your friend made it to Worlds, but you didn't. This would, if we can pool enough money together to like kind of divvy out, right, and get people to incorporate, like, hey, we'll help you out if you want to travel to Worlds. You can still come to Worlds. You can experience Worlds, and you can participate in a tournament that maybe isn't FFG sanctioned, but still means something. It's like as a typical fucking ignorant American, it's the U.S. versus everyone else. I know that sounds stupid, right? But that's kind of the only way I can kind of sell it.
Okay, so from the person at the bottom of the world, do you know why I was traveling to Worlds? To meet as many people in one place as possible.
Okay.
And that's exactly what happens there.
So when they say go to Gen Con, I'm going to hard pass on that and go to Worlds.
Yeah. Well, see, there's another difference between Gen Con and Worlds. Worlds is where everybody that can make it from all around the world get there. When you go to Gen Con, it's all United States.
We had some people from overseas. Like the Fosses went to Gen Con.
Yes, they were there.
One Foss.
Okay.
Well, so what I'm saying is that Worlds is Worlds.
Yeah.
Like,
but I don't think Worlds is going to be what Worlds used to be. I am incredibly skeptical.
It's a lot of money to spend, and it becomes a bit of a wah-wah.
You're not going to have like a giant team of warlords running around.
I disagree. I think they are going to.
I really hope I'm wrong. But I can't pull the trigger on going to an event that I don't think is going to be good.
I think X-Wing Worlds is going to be like an X-Wing con. It is going to be everything X-Wing, open to everyone. They're going to have events going on like crazy.
There's drinking. There's awards.
I just don't believe you.
AJ, I want you in the parking lot at the OCX fucking. That's what I want. And believe me, you will not be disappointed.
So you wanna check your phrasing on that?
Did I say something wrong?
Yeah.
I want you at the OCX tailgating. What was wrong with that?
Fucking
tailgating was not the word you used.
Did I not say? Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
God praise commercial breaks. All right.
Multi-pass.
Breaks.
Multi-pass.
Multi-pass. Yeah. No.
Oh man. I'm going to go ahead and share this. So check this out. This is what Luke just painted over the past 2 days.
How epic is that?
He did one of those skull fire sprays.
Stars. Oh my god! Like this whole thing is epic. I told him. I said, the stars in the cockpit reflection is amazing.
It's not that great. I could do that.
Go on then, coach.
Bring it.
Yeah,
right.
I asked him. I was like, "Oh my god, holy shit, dude, that's amazing. Teach me." And he's like, "Oh, it's real easy." God damn it!
All right. Official. All right. Let me
stop presenting me.
I know I'm getting there.
But just so everybody's happy, I switched from daiquiris and I'm now into a black lager.
Ooh. Black.
Fine, if you're gonna go racist, I guess. Whatever. No, definitely throwdown. Coach v. Luke Harrington. We'll see best paint job.
Uh-huh.
I am so,
is that even a competition?
So ready for this.
Hey, I've been painting miniatures for 25 years. I just don't.
It doesn't mean you've been painting them well for 25 years.
I just don't flash my shit all over the internet and expect money for it.
Go on then. Show us.
All right. I'll paint something up and we'll see. All right, challenge. Luke, let's take the most mundane motherfucking ship out there, the TIE Fighter. I challenge you to a TIE Fighter paint-off.
Ooh.
Who's judging this? Who gets to decide the winner? How are we deciding the winner?
The deciding factor will be...
Live poll on an OCX cast.
No. It'll be Rasta. Rasta will be the judge.
I think that's fair.
Reasonable.
Rasta will be the judge. You know what? And this pisses me off because I promised Simeon he would be on the show, and I have not come through with that promise, and it's killing me inside. But
I'm Coach. Luke is in the chat and wants to know why he's here.
I don't know. I don't know why he's here.
Coach said he could outpaint the shit out of you.
I can outpaint the shit out of him.
Coach was poo-pooing your fire spray.
Okay, Coach, throw down your challenge here.
Come on, Coach. You had it going.
Okay, Luke, I challenge you to a fucking paint-off. It's a TIE Fighter. A regular, mundane TIE Fighter. Your best versus my best. Rasta from across the pond will be the judge. Done. That's it.
Do you accept?
I tell you what. The prize will be he doesn't owe me the money for the templates that he fucked up. I'll scrap that off the top and we'll call it even. If I win, I'm gonna have to think about that. Anyways, let's get back to the show. So 3, 2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the OCX Radio podcast. Once again, I just want to reiterate to everyone, if you're not watching live on Wednesday nights, you really should, because you're missing out on a lot. But I am thankful for you downloading the podcast and listening to us. What we are going to get into next is, man, it's the Resistance article, baby. We got Resistance article, just an influx of news, and it is fantastic. What I want to do is I want to throw the ball over to our snapshot reporter, Sarah, and I want to ask her, what was your favorite card out of the Resistance article?
I'd have to say Rose easily. I just think the utility it can provide and the fact that you can use it on defending or attacking is just going to be really powerful. And for those of you not in the know, Rose Tico, Resistance, Crew. While you defend or perform an attack, you may spend one of your results to acquire a lock on the enemy ship. So enemy attacks you, you defend, roll a blank, spend it, get a target lock. When you attack, you now have modification. Awesome.
Oh, and when you defend, you can do it too.
Yeah, that's why it's so good. Yeah. That's why I read it and I'm like, holy shit, that's a great card.
I was wondering why
so that is a bit better.
Because, damn, this is amazing.
Now, there is some serious synergy going on in everything they spoiled.
I'll go ahead and say the token phrase, but we don't know what the points are. But if we know anything from the past, people will pay through the nose for like free mods that can't be stopped. So
it should be like 8 or something. Saw Gerrera's 8, Rose at 8. It's about the same thing.
Finn will be at like 20.
You think so? That's more expensive than Force Crew.
But Finn, I'm trying to compare it to what Finn was back in first edition. Finn was quite a bit, and he was really good and still taken, like without even thinking about it. So I could see like somewhere between 15 and 20, like that range.
For Finn, yeah, I misheard you. I thought you said Rose's points.
Oh, Rose, no. I think the between 7 and 10, that 8 range.
No, I agree with you on Finn though.
Yeah. So that combo will be, a little crazy expensive.
That is kind of cute, that Finn and Rose combo, though. Just saying.
Adorable.
Are you wanting me to go on to the
I'm sorry. No,
Are you wanting me to go on to the next card? I didn't know
Sorry, hold on. Okay, so
Coach failed.
no, Luke's fucking trying to change the argument here.
Well, while you're sitting there thinking,
let's just have an OCX cats
that Chewy art for his ship, that is gorgeous art. Like, I want that.
Oh my god, yes.
Just a big print on my wall, just flying through the cave. Gorgeous.
I have to echo my same sentiments on Rose. Holy cow, is she gonna be good? Very good. And I know they're trying to pair her up with Finn, which
No, we're
guys,
not getting into
I'm just the host. I'm not supposed to be fucking. I don't know this. I have this. That's what I have, and they have links, and you're supposed to help me out. So Chico,
Okay.
what the fuck does Finn do?
Same thing Finn always did. He adds a dice.
So add a die if target is in your front arc on attack or defend, and it's a blank. So you have to have something to do something with it. So
Like
Rose will allow you to spend it to get a target lock, or you can use Ray to and Ray has changed. Ray is, while you defend or perform an attack if the enemy's in your front arc, you may spend a force to change one of your blank results to an evade or a hit. It's not a reroll, it's just a straight change. So even better. So Finn's like sitting back going, ladies, don't fight over me. And they're fighting. They want those dice. They want to get their hands all over Finn's dice.
Is Ray's ability better in 2.0 or 1.0?
I'd say it's better in 2.0 because you get the guaranteed hit from it. In 1.0, you could always re-roll those blanks into more blanks and be like, oh, great.
Right. I'm not sure I agree.
I would say contextually it's better.
Contextually, all right.
Now, here's the reasons I would disagree. Because in first edition, you always had expertise. So you had a 75% chance of getting it into a hit because expertise would just make all your focuses hits. Yes. And defense, it still, like, it was a reroll, so it wasn't all that good. And the problem with second edition is that you only have 2 force charges. Now, they regen, but you only have 2 to start with. So you could use those up quick, and then it's a once per turn. And you're not getting to use your force for other things. Whereas with first edition, it was on every single roll, no matter what, as long as it was in your front arc. So you had a lot more potential times it could work. So I can see the pluses and minuses in each one. I think they've balanced it fairly well with having 2 charges and not having it be overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with that.
I think it's still going to be a very valuable ability in 2.0 just because there's not as many modifications. Getting a 100% guaranteed dice result change is good. But I think we can also assume that the Falcon's going to be really expensive.
Probably. Yeah. Like if you deck out Ray, I imagine you're going to be upwards like 140, 150 points.
Yep, Ray with
just
Finn and Rose
points left to put a TIE fighter in there.
And something we didn't cover from the FAQ. You need more than one ship, folks.
We missed that in the FAQ. You have to run a list
the
between
tournament rules.
Or tournament rules. Yep.
Yeah. Like, so you can't just run one ship. You can't have just Soontir fell in a bid. Sorry.
No super fat Han.
Right.
Or Boba.
Which I think is fine. Like, 2 ships is the lowest you should ever go anyways. If you're going down to 1 ship, things are not right with the game. So I think while we're on the topic of Ray and stacking up that Falcon, we can't forget the Ray's Millennium Falcon title. So it's just like
God, how
like
good
new
is that
Falcon
title?
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Holy shit.
So if you have 2 or fewer stress, so that can end really quick. You can execute red Segnor's loop maneuvers and perform boost and rotate actions even while stressed. So that's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the boost is red, right? So the boost and the rotate and the sloops are going to be giving you stress. So I mean, you're going to be at your stress limit super quick.
But
so
is the engine upgrade? It gives you a white boost.
You could do engine upgrade. That's even more expensive. Holy cow!
I understand that. I mean, if you're gonna go all in, right? You're gonna have the engine upgrade.
Yeah. Because Coach has a point there with this. If you load up Ray's Falcon with Rose and Finn and everything, you have so many passive modifications that stress doesn't really matter.
Right, but the real power of the Super Falcon list back in first edition was you could make it super defensive by having Lauric with her. You could have Miranda out there doing a whole bunch of damage. You had something else that was a really good support. And with how many points it feels like we're potentially loading onto this, you're not going to have that to really keep Ray alive. And I'm not so sure she's going to have the survivability to be as big of a powerhouse as she was in first edition. I'm not quite seeing.
You have to realize that she also has 2 force points
that are going to get used up by her ability super quick.
Yes, that's true.
So you mentioned defense. Funnily enough, there's a great defensive card in the spoiler article. Han Solo crew card.
Woo!
Yep, so Han Solo Resistance Crew gives you a red evade action. After you perform an evade action, gain additional evade tokens equal to the number of enemy ships at range 0 to 1.
Oh my god.
So if you're complaining about keeping your Rey alive, just throw Han Crew on there and get 2-3 evade tokens. Easy.
Wasn't that an ability in first edition, but on a different card? Like something similar, like a whole bunch of stuff in front of you, get evade tokens for it?
No.
Or was it focuses?
You might be thinking of what was
focus.
it? Swarm tactics or
focuses. Okay.
Of.
I don't know, what was that, Sarah?
I was going to say you might have been thinking of swarm tactics or swarm leader, whichever one it was, for attacking.
No, it was another. It was another pilot ability that allowed.
It was Debris Gambit, where if they're
no. It was Jin Arso or something like that. That you gain a focus.
Oh, yep, Jin. If they're in your arc,
that was focus. If they're in your arc, yeah.
See, Coach knows what he's talking about every once in a while, right? Boom.
Yeah,
we get there in the end.
Specifically, evade tokens, not focus tokens.
Well, what I'm saying is, yes, Sarah's right.
Han plus Finn on defense. So Han crew plus Finn gunner. Finn lets you add the blank, and then with Han, you take those evade actions and convert that blank to an evade result, without even spending Ray's force point. So then you can save your force points for focuses. So now
why are you giving all your secrets away?
I mean, it's not secrets. It's right there.
She's not giving secrets away. She's just explaining to
some people don't stumble across this on their own unless they listen to a podcast.
I'm telling people to put
snapshot Sarah for nothing.
I'm telling people to put all of their list building points into a 13 health ship so I can nuke it with Kima Gilas. That's
Kima Gilas.
Because 3 of them plus Scum Han fit in a list.
Mas Kima Gia.
There you
go. Yes, it is a very good combination with Han, the Resistance Han. When you can get it all to work together, yes, it's gonna be a tough ship to kill. Rey is good, guys. I'm gonna go on the record and say that Rey's gonna be really good.
I think she'll be pretty good. I don't think she'll be the powerhouse she was in first edition.
But was she a powerhouse in first edition?
Oh, God, yeah.
She
Yeah, she was pretty damn
she
good.
had her flash. Like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't S tier winning every tournament, but she was like
throwing
appearances
5
up in the
dice
top 8.
like every turn fully modified. Is pretty damn good.
You had to prepare for her. I understand. I believe in 2.0, you have to prepare for Ray, which I love about 2.0 because it's like, oh shit, there's a whole nother bunch of shit that's going to be thrown our way. And Ray is powerful. That's why she was, I don't know, quote unquote, rated at 105 points. So,
So we'll see.
we will see.
Time will
this
tell.
was not the least nor near the end of what was divulged in this new article. So, AJ,
Yes.
what did you find interesting about this new article?
It's the Resistance. They're orange.
So, nothing about R2HA, huh?
I believe you mispronounced it. It's R2. Ha!
Yes. Hey, look, he's pretty cute. Does he spin?
He is fucking cute. I will say that.
I mean, C-3PO has his red arm, just in case you didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Wait,
just
what?
in case.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Go
thank
look at
God,
the
I didn't
card.
recognize him at
Yeah,
first.
C-3PO has his red arm.
Just in case you didn't know who he
He's
was.
just holding
like
onto his red arm.
What? No, it's attached like in the movie.
Have you watched The Force Awakens, Coach? Seriously.
Coach, you probably didn't recognize him because of his red arm.
Yes. That's
Jesus, Coach.
he actually didn't recognize him. That's
Are we
100%.
talking about R2HA? Are we talking about C-3PO?
C-3PO, image 1 of 9.
I was talking about R2HA.
Yes.
R2AJ?
And then we completely disregarded
R2AJ.
that because it's R7 Astromech.
God.
Congratulations. It's a unique R7 Astromech.
You know what? I'm going to 2 this episode all the way over to you guys. 2.
R2AJ gonna save your ass.
2 all over to you.
Oh, he's done muted himself.
If we're gonna make an R2AJ card, then the text is gonna be, "I'm gonna save your ass."
There you go. Nice.
Right.
So what else did we miss on here? So R2HA, R7 Astromech. That's what
Defensive rerolls. That's cute.
Yeah. I mean, how many people really used R7 Astromech back in first edition?
I've used it quite a bit, actually.
Really?
When I first started. I played around with a lot of weird stuff.
Okay. How did that work out?
I got face owned because
Yeah.
apparently trying to find a way to help yourself from not taking damage when you should have just not been shot at works better.
Exactly. And that's why we fly scum aces now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then the other card in here was Paige Tico. Is that the bomber girl who like catches the thing out of midair?
Yep.
blows
Yeah. In
everything
the
up?
beginning of Last Jedi. Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Is it Tico or Tycho?
I think it's Tico.
I guess Tycho is Tycho. We all know this.
It's Tico.
TikTok.
That's right.
So her ability, after you perform a primary attack, you may drop a bomb or rotate your firing arc. And that's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously, we don't know how the bombers are shaping up. They didn't really say anything about them, but that seems really good. Hey, look, I'm dropping. Oh, it does say bomb, not mine. So there you go.
Right.
Look, I'm waiting for the BSF bomber to show up, and then you put the sisters on it, and it's somehow going to be some kind of killer combination.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the twinsies on a list together and just go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if they give it a crew slot, because I mean, Sabine's not in Resistance anymore, so they can kind of give it a crew slot, and it makes sense. I looked at that too, because like, when are you normally modifying your dice on the bomber? So use Rose for that.
Huh. There you go.
Yep, I rolled a blank on my 1 defense die. Oh well, I have a target lock now.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's really nice that they put the thematic portion in there. After you are destroyed, you may drop a bomb.
Yep.
So just that extra little bit of theme. It's always nice when they throw that in there.
From the movie that everybody didn't like.
Shh, we're not getting into that on this podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ryan. Hang on. I need to apologize to Ryan. It's not the BSF bomber anymore. It's the MG100 Star Fortress.
Star Fortress.
That's a much cooler name.
Yes, it is actually.
Yeah.
You know what made me mad in The Last Jedi? The fact that the A-Wing and that X-Wing pilot died. You didn't even really get to figure out who they were.
Oh.
Moving on.
Yep.
So we did briefly mention C-3PO. He's neat. While you coordinate, you can choose a friendly ship beyond range 2 that has a calculate on their action bar. After you perform it... so you can coordinate to people who are droids way far off. So I assume there's going to be other droids, or there's going to be crew that give calculate. I don't know.
Chico, for my own purposes, because I'm dumb, I want you to explain that card to me.
Okay, so while you coordinate, you can. So you are capable of. No, like seriously, they define can as you are capable of.
This card confused the fuck out of me.
So you can choose friendly ships beyond range 2. So normally coordinate is range 1 to 2, not 0, but whatever. So range 1 to 2. Now you can choose beyond range 2 to coordinate as long as they have calculate on their action bar. So he's talking with other droids and letting those things coordinate.
Okay.
So that's the first chunk. And then the second chunk, after you perform a calculate or a coordinate action, you gain 1 calculate token. So you can double calculate or coordinate somebody and get a calculate.
Yep. And of course, the card itself adds a white calculate and a red coordinate to your action bar. I think it seems pretty good. I mean, 2 calculate tokens by itself from 1 action is pretty decent modification. So the ability to give another ship in your squad an action plus also getting a calculate token for 1 stress is decent.
Put it on Ray. Only on Ray. Everything
Double down on Ray.
Everything goes on Ray. So
But what
does that
about
make
Bob?
sense, Coach?
Yes, a little bit.
Basically, resistance to getting droids.
Because why not?
It was the whole it was the 2 chunk thing. I'm sorry, when you read it, it doesn't make sense. And then you read the second half and you're like, okay, I get it. I'm wondering how many ships in the resistance are going to have a calculate action.
We don't know.
Right.
Remains to be seen.
Yeah, they didn't tell us if there's like a droid T-70 pilot or Falcon pilot or bomber pilot yet. So
I bet you there's going to be other crew that offers calculates.
I'm going to bet you that there are droids.
Yeah, it would make sense if there's like a BB-8 or an R2-D2 crew.
Right.
Yes.
Something tells me BB-8. Yeah, that's
That's going to be
C-3PO
would work with R2-D2. That wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah, great synergy and thematic.
Yeah.
It's probably what's going to set. They're going to steal a little bit from the Rebels and a little bit from kind of the scum a little bit with the droid interaction. That's where I think the resistance is going to be. That's where I think that's what they're going to niche is you have to have droids in order to get your super efficiency. They're not going to be like the Rebels where everyone shares. They're going to be a little less than the Rebels, a little more. They're going to be a combination of the Rebels and the scum.
They're the resistance. They need to operate by themselves. So they take a droid so they can focus and calculate.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
Mary.
We have 1 card yet left. We saved the worst for last, in my opinion, at least. Chewbacca crew.
Oh,
is-
come on. Chewie's amazing.
worst?
It's
How is that the
awful.
worst? Oh,
Okay,
I love
so
Chewbacca
let me explain
Crew.
this to you. You start with 2 charges, you lose 1. So you have 1 charge. And after a friendly ship is dealt a damage card, you recover 1. So it's already eaten through shields. You're hurting in a spot, and you finally get a second charge on there. And then while you perform an attack, you can spend both of those charges to change 1 eyeball to a crit.
Absolutely
1
terrible.
eyeball to a crit.
Absolutely terrible.
It's essentially Wookiee rage. Come on.
I
Right.
mean, if you're running a list with a bunch of high health ships, it's marginally okay for passive modification. But at that point, it's like, yeah, please put more damage cards on my BSF or whatever it's called now, Star Fortress, so I can give you 1 crit.
Right, and you can't even stack these on there. Like, your max is 2. You can't sit there and be like, oh, I racked up 6. Triple crit. You can't do
So
that.
here's the thing. One of the things that I learned a really long time ago was the fact that if you are counting on benefiting from you making a mistake, which is being dealt damage, you failed at squad building.
Yep.
This card right here, if someone...
To be fair, Quick Draw was pretty good.
yeah, but he got an attack. That's a different...
Right.
I butchered his name.
This is 1 focus to a crit. Very different.
Yeah, exactly.
We also have to step back and realize that we don't know what his price points are.
No, I could see Chewie being really cheap, like 2 or 3 points, and just being like a filler card if you really don't have points for a more expensive
Han
crew.
Solo or Rey.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the equivalent of like the BT-1 or Greedo gunners on Scum. It's like they're 1 and 2 points. They're not super good, but maybe only have
But
1
then
or
it
2 points.
also uses up your crew slot. It's like,
I mean, if you're building a list that's filled up otherwise,
maybe
it won't see much play, probably.
I think that FFG is. This would be the first time I probably say this, but I think they figured their shit out. I think that they're starting to play around with ideas and ship interactions that who knows. Maybe Chewbacca is high points. Then they're like, oh fuck, he's way too high. Let's drop him down to 2 and see what happens. In a pinch, Chewbacca could fucking save the shit out of who knows who. Turn around and throw a crit on that one guy you've been focusing fire on. Fuck you guys.
So, I mean, one thing we could speculate about is we were talking about how, like, C-3PO and R2-D2 could have synergy, and we don't know Han's pilot ability yet for Resistance, so maybe he synergizes with Chewbacca somehow.
Right.
That's the other thing. We don't know.
See.
We don't know what else is coming, so those cards might seem a little bit average until we see what else we get.
Yep, in a vacuum, Chewie doesn't seem that great, but yeah, there could be really good synergy that we just don't know about yet. Because I'd love to fly a Falcon with Han and Chewie in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You're right.
actually... Jerry has an actually good point here. He says that he thinks resistance ships will have built-in AI for calculate. Kind of like autopilot nowadays.
No.
Is that thematic?
Sure. You move into the future and you have droids do a lot of the work for you instead of the humans. I mean, people don't want to drive anymore these days. Think about 100 years from now.
No, I'm not gonna go with that.
It's
I mean-
speculation.
FFG have very cleverly hidden the cards in that article.
Oh, they super have, because you try to zoom in on here and it's like they've got like the S foils. It's like, oh, what does the S foils do? Oh, there's a barrel roll when it's closed. Not going to tell you anything else. It's like, no.
So that said, the spread does still have some good information in it, though. We get to see basically the full dial of the T70 and the BSF, I can assume.
Yeah.
T70
I
dials
would agree there.
the same, except you get blue 2 banks now, which is good.
On the
Yes.
T70.
Yep, on the
Yes.
270. Otherwise,
And
same
Poe
dial.
and Han are 6s. That's good
Yep,
to
and we already know-
define there.
We already know Poe's ability is basically push the limit. From one of their previous articles, we do see
Right, they have it on
Nianum.
the back of the card. Or
Yeah,
the
we
back of the box.
We see Nianum and Elo's cardboard, which are initiative 5. So that's actually cool to
Yes.
see that there's a number of higher initiative resistance
I
X-Wing
hope
pilots.
Elasti's good
Yeah, that'd be nice.
because
But
I liked his ability in 1.0.
yeah.
Sorry, Sarah.
Oh no, you're fine.
Now, something interesting about this conversion pack. I had some locals kind of getting uppity with the price point, and I'm interested to hear what other people think because essentially you only have 3 ships you're converting. Now there'll be multiple of each ship, but there's only 3 ships converting, and it's a $30 MSRP price point, and this is comparing to the $50 price point of the other ones that converted arguably a whole lot more ships. Personally, I think the price point is dead on where it should be. What do you guys think?
I personally think it's okay. Even if you could say, oh, like it's 60% of the price of a $50 conversion kit, and I'm not getting quite 60% as much product. Because we got so much in the other conversion kits, like a lot of stuff for $50, I can forgive them for $30 on this, but I think it's really appropriately priced. It's the price of one large base ship.
Right. It's still $10 cheaper than the Scum Falcon.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I would have to say that where I thought it was going to be isn't too far off, so I'm not going to complain. I was thinking it'd probably only be like $25, but whatever. I'm not. Yeah. It's close enough. If it was $40, I'd probably start complaining.
I'd agree there. Any other thoughts?
I'm gonna abstain. Maybe
because he's a store owner.
From no,
I mean, you said 3
we don't
ships.
need another multi-faction rant.
Just because we go on
You said
too
3
long.
ships. What about the A-wing?
We would go on too long.
Going to be in this conversion.
It stands alone when it comes out in its separate little expansion pack.
Yeah.
Are you sure they won't give a cardboard to use our existing A-wings?
That's
you never know.
I'd be surprised.
No,
at this point, they might be a
Whatever-
surprise.
Okay, whatever you guys think they might do, they're not going to do. I'm just gonna say that right now.
So
Okay.
I'm looking at the Star Frigate or whatever it's called now.
Oh, what?
Star Fortress.
Star Fortress. Right.
Fortressing is bad. Triggered.
So
Triggered!
they have most of the dial covered up, but don't you think that how they have the little charge token covering up the 2 straight and like the 2 bank and the 1 straight are completely covered up, but those are going to be the blues.
Yeah, 2 straight will probably be a blue.
Yeah, 2 straight blue is really reasonable.
1 bank's blue, 1 straight. Yeah. They got it covered up. They're like, oh, it's all red. It's terrible. But it's like, yeah, they strategically place those tokens in the way so you can't see any of the blue.
Right.
Yeah, that's cute.
I think my only other comment on this is that we've had this big argument between 2nd edition and extended for the Wave 1 tournaments. Is like whether it's going to be you can use your conversion kits and all the new stuff or just the new stuff. When these factions come out, the 2nd edition only stuff is an A-wing. That's it.
Yeah.
So, like, things are going to have to change, or these factions are useless to new players.
How
do they remedy that?
If they re-release like the T-70 or Ray's Falcon or whatever with the conversion kit, then it would be Wave 2 legal for 2nd edition format. But we don't know if they're re-releasing that stuff yet.
Oh, because you're thinking they can use their Falcon model from the Scum Falcon?
No, what I'm saying is like with this conversion kit, they haven't said whether they are or are not releasing all these ships in 2.0 blisters yet.
No, they've
or did they set a date on
what? Well, they have do your pre-order, and the pre-order is the A-wing and a T-70. That's it. So A-wing,
really?
T-70, maneuver dial, conversion kit.
Okay.
And as a starter, I can confirm that's what I have pre-ordered.
Okay.
and then same thing with the other faction. What do they have? I think they get even less.
First order.
Nothing.
So First order has the
Nothing.
TIE FO.
Nothing.
That's
Conversion kit. The conversion kit is the only thing I have.
Right. Well, the TIE FO has got to be in there because I'm looking at it on the webpage.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That too.
So if you're a brand new player, it's going to be super hard if that's the faction that you're super excited for. Personally, I have a hard time feeling bad for those people because you can just go on the swap and sell group and, hell, I've got enough extra TIE FOs and SFs and all those things that I can put people in.
I'm putting full stop. Whoever has chat open, I don't do this for everybody, but I do this for On Topski. Just read my post above.
What? Just read your post.
What are we reading?
No, you all just shut up. I'm reading it.
You've typed in like 72s.
Alternatively, new players can combine the ship cards, upgrade cards, maneuver dials, and ship tokens in this kit with the first edition expansions to play with the full strength of the Resistance right away.
Yep, that's just referencing the extended format, I'm betting.
Yes. If you're referencing...
there's no fortresses. There's star fortresses in Wave 1 that you can
Well, it doesn't matter. If you're going to play second edition, you need to have those ships in order to play second edition because they don't have anything released.
Right. So he's making it sound like if you have the Scum Falcon, you can use the Falcon cards in the upgrade pack to be able to do it and run that. You'll have T-70s from the single conversion, or maybe they'll just let you use T-65s. I don't know. And then A-wings, maybe they'll just let you use regular A-wings and be like, oh, we'll let you do this because you're new. Which, whatever, I'm fine with that. So, okay, maybe. But then they got to get one of those conversion kits, and then they're sad that they don't have any Star Fortresses. I don't know. It feels weird. It just feels weird. And even worse for the First Order. Like, we'll see, but I'm just really glad I'm a first edition player converting over.
Well, I don't know what it's like for you guys. I think this is one thing FFG's done quite well. Like a lot of our local stores still have quite a lot of stock from F 1.0. They have an opportunity to sell it now.
True.
Reduced,
that's
but
true. I was talking to some people that
hold on,
to Barnes and Noble and got like an $8 Lambda shuttle. So
AJ, are they selling at full price?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I say you are not a smart
person. But they're
person.
selling it, not getting rid of it.
Your store owner is recouping the price that he paid for it. Yeah.
But that's the cool thing, right? He still gets to recoup some money from it.
No.
It's worse than getting nothing. Or it's better than getting nothing.
Yes, it's worse than getting nothing, but what I'm saying is that it's not what he planned on.
That's business.
It's him going. It's him going. Fuck. All right,
I'm a new player off the street, right? I walk in, I've watched the latest Star Wars movie, and I go, cool, I want to play those things. I grab my Resistance kit, and I grab a couple of ships off the shelf. I'm good to go.
It doesn't happen that way. I can tell you that right now. It doesn't. Doesn't happen.
It takes a lot of coaxing, is what it does.
It takes a lot of coaching, is what it does.
Oh, a lot of coaching. I think we have the opposite problem down here. We have so many people buy the damn ships because of the movies, but no one plays the freaking game.
That's cute.
How is that a problem?
I want people to play with
love that
Coach.
problem. Like, oh, the new movie came out. Here's a whole $50 box set of. You get 2 TIE fighters. Oh, I saw the movie. Fucking A. I'll buy that. Wait, you mean there's a game? Fuck that. I don't want to show up on Saturday.
That's the best thing I've heard yet. Fucking A, I'll buy one.
Coach, I'm being purely selfish here. I want people to play with.
Yeah, I do too. But ain't happening, sister.
Oh, cool. I'll just play by myself then.
Coach, you gonna be there tomorrow night?
What's tomorrow? Is it tomorrow Thursday?
Yes, sir. It's Thursday because it's Wednesday.
I don't know.
No, sorry. It's currently Thursday. Thank you very much.
It's currently Thursday.
I told my wife that I am.
Yeah, and it's also currently summer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's summer on Thursday.
I tell you what, Kyle.
Yes.
If you fucking show up tomorrow night, I might not show up just in protest.
Rude.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. Our number one player has not been to my store in probably 5 months.
That's not 5 months.
Oh,
It's been like since the 2nd or 3rd week in August after Gen Con.
discount you painting templates with me. I'm pretty fucking sure it's like 4 months.
No.
Whatever.
No.
I make the rules here, and you've been gone for way too long.
It's October now, and in between August we had September, so it's been probably 4 weeks.
Kyle,
Minus
Kyle.
the painting the templates.
Kyle,
What?
have you played an X-Wing game?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Exactly. You know what I'm doing there? I did it twofold. I did one, I appeased Gordon and his stupid fucking not calling X-Wing 2.0 2.0. And 2, broke you out as a fucking faker.
A faker?
Faker.
A faker.
But you know what I'm going to do right now? Because I'm impeaching on my number 2 status. We're gonna head on over to another topic I want to talk about. I want to talk about that time. I want to talk about local groups, guys. Local groups. And one I want to talk to, first of all, we went to AJ first, but I'm gonna go with Sarah first. Sarah?
What can you describe more about this topic that we're talking? What do you want us to talk about?
Your local topic.
This is shit show before the end of the show time where Coach brings up a random topic.
This is legit. No, this is legit answers. I want to know how your local group is handling 2.0. Like super short answer, like just love it, hate it, getting used to it kind of thing. But I want to know how your local group is handling 2.0.
Loving it. A lot of the Twin Cities meta people, we weren't really big on like the Ghost Fen meta or anything like that. So we were kind of glad to see a lot of the end of 1.0 lists go away. And so we're all kind of welcoming 2.0. Wade Piche is always great. He's been running tournaments every Wednesday at FFG, which I'm missing tonight for this.
Wade is awesome.
But
That was dig, guys. That was dig.
yeah,
This is your fault.
he's been running 2.0 tournaments every Wednesday, and then we have a crew that runs Saturday night tournaments, and it's been a lot of fun. And it's good where I can just bring a shit list to the store to play, and it doesn't matter because nothing's on the line, and we're still figuring stuff out.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, everything's great. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows what's good, and it's amazing.
How's your local group like is that the overall sense? Are there like, I can bring anything, and this is
no, there's a lot of variation in the lists. Like nobody's really found a meta list, quote unquote, yet. Everyone's bringing something completely different. There's like 1 or 2 lists that have popped up where I'm like, okay, those are going to be a problem unless they get nerfed somehow. But besides that, it's all over the place.
Well, that's fucking.
And we have a lot
fantastic.
more
That's
players
great.
now too. A lot of people I haven't seen in months and months and months started showing up for 2.0 events. Imagine that when you fix the game, people want to play it again.
Who would have thought?
Living the dream. Living the dream.
AJ, how? First of all, I want to know what is your ramifications with 2.0. You guys up there? You caught up? You there?
We have it. We have all of 2.0 in the country.
Right.
That was great. We managed that. Look, at the moment, to kind of echo what Sarah's saying, we've got, if I had to sum it up, a lot of questions. But everyone's kind of really, really, really patient with each other at the moment, which is really neat to see. So sort of new players, old players that don't really know what's going on. It's quite nice. No one really knows what a good list is at the moment. So that's pretty good too. Lots of Boba Guri. Everywhere Boba Guri.
Boba is so good.
Actually, it's regional. It depends where you go. In my local in Auckland, it's Boba Guri for days.
So
you get down to Wellington, you're going to see a lot of the Empire down there, in particular bombers.
So if I told you I fit Boba, Tarani, and Jostero in one list and people are going to hate it, would you believe me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to say, can you send me that list?
Like 93 points. Easy.
Don't believe anything he has to say. He's not even played a single game of 2.0.
Oh, but I completely understand what I'm supposed to do, and it's not supposed to be things people like.
You're still working on the X-Wing FFG app. I understand, yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
Everything's legal in the FFG.
Everything's legal there.
Everything's legal in there.
AJ, I wanna compile on what you had to say. First of all, congratulations on everything you have done. I haven't personally been able to say that over the air and on the airwaves. What you've done for not only New Zealand but also Australia, because it is hilarious to me to hearing the Australia guys going, oh, fuck. New Zealand's like an actual thing now, and we gotta be worried. I was like, fuck yeah, that's AJ all the way. I know that is. So, I just wanted to say kudos to you because I know you are the one that's building that entire community up. And
I didn't do it on my own, Coach. There are some good guys around here who are helping.
I know, but I'm gonna give you all the credit. And if you want to, like, maybe sometime give me the rest of the guys, I will definitely gladly shout them out. But tonight it's all you, baby.
Oh, why?
It's
Thank
all
you. Why,
AJ.
thank you. New Zealand Nats, show up, people.
Bask in the glory that is you, and the fact that them fucking Australians are kind of worried a little bit. I think you showed them up. And
hang on, where are we hearing these things from? Cite your sources.
I believe it's the podcast to not be named. Minoc. But I do believe on Minoc podcast, I remember hearing one of the Foss brothers saying that
I was an X-Wing nobody.
Yeah, X-Wing nobody said that New Zealand straight up should have fucking won the whole thing, except for some random weird situation that went on.
Yeah, there was a 1 point Ryad difference in the final game.
So there you go. Okay, so it's legit. I'm just saying.
I had Travis Foss sweating. I killed 2 of his ships in 1 round. He didn't know what was hitting him.
Let's just say it's no thing to OCX Radio, but AJ was popular before she was popular on the OCX Radio podcast. So we are super excited about what's going on down there, and
Okay.
I don't know.
I get
Maybe
by with a little help from my friends.
Maybe some sponsorship may be heading your way. We don't know. I'm just throwing that out there because that's what I do. I throw things out there.
You like to throw it out?
I like to throw uncorroborated things out there, and then Montana goes no, and I call him a bastard, and then we usually meet in the middle somewhere. So,
no, thanks, dude. Seriously, couldn't do it without anyone's help.
Wow,
OCX have helped a lot.
And that is mostly up to Padre, but.
We're family.
We don't even know if Padre's alive anymore, so he might be. This might be.
He was in the chat earlier. He's totally alive.
Well, okay, we still don't know if he's alive. So this is an hour by hour process.
He's a robot now.
He's a robot. Now.
He's an AI. He's artificially inseminated the OCX chat group.
No. I'm pretty sure I just hijacked your entire episode that you maybe want to do a shout out, but was this where we were at? Oh, okay.
I don't think we had
shout outs. Is that where
Chico save us?
Yes, we're at shout outs. Let's wrap this thing up.
No.
I know that we ran out of show notes, so
we're done with content. So
right.
AJ, thank you for your shout outs. Maybe you gave him. Sarah.
Shout outs to Z95s for being awesome again.
Are they?
Barrel roll on Initiative 1, 24-point blockers is amazing. 2 Zs, Boba, and Cavill. The tactical nuke Cavill I talked about earlier.
All right.
I feel like you need to post this list on the OCX Aces page.
Sure.
Or at least send it to me. Don't give it to them. Just give it to me.
No.
It's a fun list.
No.
Really, the secret to second edition is
I need to go win Australian Nationals.
Plus anything else.
All right. We'll put a week moratorium on it. You can send it to AJ. And then you put it online. Anything else, Sarah?
Shout out to FFG for making X-Wing great again.
Yay!
I'll drink to that.
You're so wholesome.
I will. Social to that one. Cheers, everyone.
I enjoy playing the game again now. It's great.
Woo!
Pour one out for my boy Thweek. Miss you, buddy.
You
drink.
I'm all out now.
Yep. I'll give my shout out. My shout out goes out to Fergie. She couldn't join us tonight, but we miss her.
We do miss Fergie.
Mm-hmm.
The reason Fergie didn't join was she has not played a 2.0 game yet.
I'm here, and I haven't.
And I proceeded to almost tell her, like, we have a regular guest host. Co-host that has not yet played a 2.0 game.
Guest host. He's an OG. Come on.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Internally, we've been thinking about maybe axing him, but
it's not true at all.
Brutal. Kyle, let's start a podcast.
It's more of a Mark decision, and
Uncle Mark. Just throw Mark under the bus.
Yes. The fuck we did. Mark wants to fire Kyle. Spread that rumor.
Yeah. Uncle Mark. Yeah. I don't believe that for a minute.
Okay, Kyle, you're up for shout out.
Yeah. Totally. Shout out for the show must go on. I definitely want to apologize for the list to all the listeners for my absence on the podcast lately. I'm not one of those type of people that like to let personal thing go public, but things have been kind of intense lately. So things are starting to calm down quite a bit. That's why you're seeing me a little bit more pop up in the chat and come back onto the show. So once again, I apologize for my absence, but I'm making a comeback. So
love you, Stu.
And we're glad
I
you're
hope
back.
everything works out for you.
Okay, I gotta check up with the chat here.
Do your shout outs, coach. There's a show note for this.
Well, they're yelling.
Shout outs.
They're yelling at me right now.
It's in the show notes.
No, they're yelling at me. Yes, it's true. Okay.
It's in the show notes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your humble host, Coach, from the OCX Radio podcast. I got a little extended shout-out notes here, and I first want to preface this to say that I want to thank everyone who has joined the Facebook page / subscribe to the YouTube channel. In the last couple of weeks, it has been profound of people joining. I don't know why. I have an idea, but I'm not going to express it. What I do want to say, though, is that last I checked, we're at 291 members of the OCX worldwide X-Wing group. And if we hit 300...
Party.
It might be a party. It might be a party. It's gonna be a fucking party. But
yes, because you sound delightful.
I'm there. I'm there. Let's just say I'm there. But I do have an extended list that I have been neglecting for a long time, and as everyone knows on the OCX Radio podcast, that I try to include everyone I can. And tonight I'm going to do that. So, mental note to coach time. Mentos. I would like everyone to perform a Mentos injection right now because I would like to mention the following. First off, and they were not number one on my mention, but they deserve the number one mention because Nami Lee made it a big deal. And it is a big deal. So I want to first of all mention the Hurricane Campaign SPAC of Wake County. You laugh.
SPCA.
SPAC.
It's a typo.
Fuck off with him.
I'm Ron Burgundy?
I literally copy and pasted this motherfucker. SPAC. Oh my god. Is this Chico's not even there.
He went to bed. He went to bed.
All right. Somebody got
Googling it.
have to go on the Carolina Craze podcast and figure out what the fuck this is. But I'm gonna go with I want you all to go to the Carolina Craze podcast Facebook page and look up the Hurricane Campaign SPAC. The Wake of County. No, wait. Wake County. Wake County. Fuck, I am doing it.
X-Wing, Hurricane Florence fundraiser.
You know what?
The crazy runners.
You know what? I'm gonna go off script here. I tell you what. Y'all motherfuckers know that the hurricane hit the Carolinas. And we all know that we're Americans. And what it means to be Americans means we look out after our own, whether we agree or we don't agree. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to the Damn It Crates, the Crate Carolina Crate, whatever the fuck they call their Facebook page.
Post your
I
nudes.
want you to go there and I want you to donate some money to them. Because you know what?
You get a really cool shirt designed by Ryan.
Oh, fuck this shirt. Fuck this shirt. Coach donated $100 today. I want you all to go out. I don't care if it's $1, $5, $10, whatever. I want you to go donate to the... Fuck, I don't even... Go to the goddamn Facebook page and go type on... Yeah, you're going to get a fucking shirt. That's cool. Deny the shirt. Because you know what? You're all true-blooded Americans. Red, white, or blue, doesn't matter. Go pitch some money in. Get this thing taken care of. Because that's what we do. We take care of our own. Get it done. If you don't, it's fine. I understand. Hard times, hard problems, whatever. If you can, donate. Please, donate. Okay, next up.
That's the first one.
That's the first one, motherfuckers. I already. What I want to do is I want to give a big shout out to Patrick Pearl, aka Glaive Leader.
Bro.
And the bigger part of this, he has an event going on. And guys, if you have an event going on, tell us. We're nationwide. We're worldwide, motherfuckers. If you got an event, people listen to us everywhere. We will let you know. But what he has is he has an X-Wing Vassal tournament coming up. And if you go to the OCX Aces Worldwide X-Wing Group Facebook page, you will find a link to that. If you want to test your might, see what the fuck you got going on in 2.0 edition,
Your might.
sign up and test your might. Sign up for this baby. Patrick, I hope I did enough. What I also want to get to is a big deal, guys, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. Crossroad Classics. Right, Chico? Chico!
I'll be there next weekend.
Crossroad. All right, I just want him. We're gonna present him, so because this is gonna be a new meme. Right there we go. Everybody. Uno, dos, tres. Print screen.
All right.
So, I want everyone to know about the Crossroad Classics. It's happening next weekend. You need to get in contact with anybody. Get in contact with Chris Chico Brown or
Literally anyone from Indianapolis.
Zach Bart. Or anyone. Like, literally, if you Google or Facebook anyone, Indianapolis X-Wing, pretty sure somebody knows about it. Outrider Cup, ladies and gentlemen. Outrider Cup. So I have been contacted by the Heads Up, the top dogs. And they thought, fuck it. Let's see if OCX wants to throw a team towards it. I said, we'll be there. But then apparently I heard Gordon the Worst Berg say that it needs to be a local group.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what OCX means? Open Community X-Wing. And I guarantee you there's a ton of us around the Indianapolis area. And I'm going to put out a thing that I will pay for the shirts if there's an OCX team. I will pay for the shirts, ladies and gentlemen. So OCX Nation, rise up, get me your shirt sizes, and go and win that motherfucking trophy for me because I want it real bad.
And can I play by proxy?
No, you cannot. You are the antithesis of not a local group. I love the effort though, AJ.
If you pay for me to rent an apartment for 1 month in Indy, I'll go play. I'd technically be local then.
You know, as the definition as I was told is had to be a group that played local. Does not mean that they have to be like, oh, well, we're local Southern Indiana. No. Fuck that. You boys are OCX. I will pay for shirts, and I might even send you templates. We don't know. That's a maybe. Shirts a definite. Templates maybe. I also want to shout out to, and this has been long avoided. Sand Brawler is an article written by Chris Finke. Finke? I think I said that right.
Yeah, that was a good article.
Fink, right? Thank
you
very much. He's written a ton of articles. I think he's one of the better X-Wing bloggers out there. He writes a ton of great articles. Everyone go check him out. It's called the Sand Brawler, SANDBRAWLER articles by Chris Finke. Check him out. Go read his stuff. He's good. He's good. He's a good cat. Last one. I want to thank our Patreons. Thank you. But I'm not going to go in too in-depth with it because you all got fucking paid. All your greedy Patreon shit. You all got your shit. New stuff is coming, though. Look forward to next weekend. Maybe we might be posting the next Patreon reward. I want to thank Arch Alliance, St. Louis X-Wing. We recognize you, buddy. And I have Matthew Curry, I think his name is. Next time I'm in St. Louis, I will be there to sign autographs. So when I show up, I want like bottled water. I want like a little cheese meat tray. I want the whole thing set up. So when I show up,
Asian ladies to walk on his back for a massage.
Yes, that too. So when I show up, make sure that's on the dock. That is the whatever it's called. Ladies and gentlemen, the last shout out I have is to my guest.
I'm surprised I'm still awake.
For too long. I know most of you are sitting here waiting for the crazy outtakes and bleeps and whatever. But I want to thank our guests. First of all, AJ and Sarah. We didn't really get into the whole women versus men X-Wing thing, but you know what? That's not what X-Wing is.
It was never about that. It was never about that.
It's not what OCX is about. OCX is I got the best people to talk about today's news, and I think I got them. And I got what I wanted out of you. And
wait, what?
Now it can be disposed of.
Knowledge-wise. Yes, you can all cover your mouths. You all know me personally. And you know I was looking for the best. I got it. I accomplished my goal. So I want to thank AJ. Right.
Oh, hi. Thanks for having me.
You're see, this is the thing about thanking them. The problem is that sooner or later they're going to take over this whole fucking show, and I'm going to be out to pasture, out to done. They're going to be like next year's like, you remember that coach guy? Yeah, fuck that guy. Whatever.
Sarah's going to be the new coach.
You're going to be the guest host.
I can't drink that much.
I could coach you
and
on
when
being
I
the
drink
next
that
coach.
much, I'm not nearly as belligerent. I can actually hold my liquor.
Well, apparently
I think
that's not
like a
what
challenge.
Apparently that's not what makes great radio. So you guys will all fail.
God, you didn't see how much meat I drank over the weekend at the Renaissance Festival.
You know,
Your outfit was awesome. You looked badass.
I just bought a bottle of mead today.
I legit tried to convince my wife to go to that thing, but it was starting weekend of hockey and I got turned down. So I really wanted to go to the fucking Renaissance Festival.
You just wanted her to trounce around in Wiederhosen.
I wanted to take my Gandalf replica sword and run around and be like, with Sting in my belt. Yes, I wanted to be a super nerd.
So
Is
I believe
that wrong, Kyle?
Nope.
That's right.
I believe there's some furry little bastards that are coming to the scene here.
Well, hopefully we're going to cut out before then. So I want to personally thank AJ. Thank you very much for being part of the show tonight.
Thanks for inviting me, Coach. We'll do that old art rant some other time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tarani was tasteful.
I said another time. We're not going to pick a fight now.
Yes. We will do.
Let's duke it out.
No.
The power stance.
All right. You motherfuckers want to power it out, then we'll do it on the shit show. But for right now, thank you, AJ, for being a part of the show. Sarah, I want to thank you for being a part of the show tonight.
Thank you for having me on to read cards and shit.
Yes. Because my dyslexic ass.
The rest of you motherfuckers, we're going to throw this out to you, Yub Nub, because Jesus Christ. All right. Yub Nub! Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now into the shit show.
You mean the post shit show?
Yeah, the post shit show. After the half hour of the shit show.
Listening to you struggle through your shoutouts, Coach, was amazing.
We put an over-under after I came back of 5 minutes left on Coach's shoutouts. And people hammered the over, and it was the right decision. It was like 15 minutes.
There was no one choosing the under.
I'm not gonna lie, my notes were not typed up correctly.
Yeah, like added notes that were
it was all run together. So like here, I'll show you. It's like it's all run together, and that for me is not work. Not work, but seriously, you know what?
We totally had an Ironborn Burgundy moment.
I got what I wanted to be said, and fuck everything else. So, oh, does that look like Kyle's going to bed?
Yeah,
I'm super going to bed.
Shit show says that if Kyle goes to sleep right now, he gets 4.5 hours.
Everyone can join in when they want to, but good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Did you forget to plug the Vassal tournament?
Good night, sweetheart.
No, he did. He did that.
To go.
Craig Murphy was all uppity, but evidently it was plugged.
It was done.
It was done in a very roundabout fashion.
I hate to leave you, but I really must say good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Yeah.
No, you don't add to it. You just go to bed.
Boop, boop.
Oh shit. What's the chat saying? Yub nub, that's about it. Meet on, meet off.
Basically, Ron's going, I'm going the fuck to bed, people.
Yeah.
Me too. Good night.
Why, good night.
Chico,
Good night, ladies.
them legs are fucking sexy. That's all I
Aren't
gotta
they
say.
though?
I mean, goddamn,
Yep.
a little bit of sun won't kill you.
I've been running every single day.
Yeah, and you're not running in the sun.
Nope.
Hey, Chico, we have matching scars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New scar? Yep.
Did
Yeah,
you say you have matching scarves?
Like, pretty.
Because if you have an all-white scarf, that'll work.
No,
God damn
I have
it,
a giant
Coach.
scar across my knee.
Okay.
And
Please.
he died.
Good night.
Why, good night. Sleep well. All right, Coach. Life of the party, go.
I'm ready to shit on fucking everything if you guys are.
Shit on everyone.
Shit on everything. And I'm out.
Let's just air it all out.
Air it all out.
Oh, so we're doing OCX after hours now.
No, this
It's like the Minox.
This is fucking OCX. Like
This is
XXX.
X.
We're gonna let it all out, and we're gonna like. There's no holds barred. Let's hear it, girls.
So I need a list for Australian nationals. Hit me.
No,
No, look at
Fuck
the
that.
list I just
we're not
posted.
talking lists. We're talking shit.
I posted my list in the OCX Aces page.
All right, I'll run it tonight. See what I can do with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure on it, but I'm convinced Z95s are actually like good.
I basically
That's-
just need to pick something and start
Also-
practicing.
The Drea Z quad jumper swarm is legitimately terrifying, and I really want to run it.
So much fun. It is so much fun.
This is not what I was looking forward to.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't want content?
I wanted.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Don't people watching, like, do you expect us to spill our dirty secrets?
No.
Once I slow played someone at Worlds to make day 2.
FBI investigation right now. Fucking A. Yes, that's kind of Dirt A1. Yes, right now it is Dirt Central. Come on, let's reveal it. Okay. Once I made someone. Oh, fuck. What did I do? I made them. Shit, it's there. It's not coming to me. Hold on.
Wait for it. Any day now. Any day now.
God damn it, I'm too wholesome of a player. I didn't do anything wrong. Fuck.
Hi, my name is AJ and I like to fortress.
Hi, AJ.
And before that, it was MindLink.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a terrible player. All the dirty tricks.
So, AJ,
Yes.
ever since you've had to come to the realization that you've had to play X-Wing legitimately, how has that affected your life?
I can fly aces just fine.
But can you
But I can.
have people witnessed you being on the straight path of flying aces only?
They have indeed. Some people have even seen me fly rebels.
AJ,
It's rare. It is rare, but it happens.
I wanna take a round the circle, and I want to just say, hands up to AJ for possibly playing Rebels. Congratulations, AJ. Sarah, can you share with us?
I already told you I was a slow playing bitch once. What more do you want from me?
But Sarah, does being a slow paying fuck, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
God damn it, that was gonna be perfect.
Do you want
Sarah,
to rewind and try that again?
does being a slow-playing bitch cause harm to you
Fuck no, I won.
or your other? Okay, good. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not prepared to do this.
If you're asking me if I'm upset that it causes harm to my opponent, fuck no, I'm at Worlds. I don't care. Remember, I had to beat like a 12-year-old to get to day 2 this year. I don't give a shit.
I got it. Sarah, does fortressing make you a better person?
Me specifically?
Yeah.
No, because I've never done a traditional fortress. Never had to.
Does
Not that I'm implying that anybody has to or doesn't have to. Yeah.
Does fortressing reflect further upon just X-Wing?
What?
Are you a fortresser?
Okay, so you watched me play at your store, champ.
I know it was terrible.
Saw that I kept my shut. No,
Should
you
have
saw
been
I
in the
kept my
top
shuttle
4
in place for
It
4
was
turns
bullshit.
straight. So what does that say about me fortressing? Obviously, I kept my shuttle in place.
I'm a licensed psychologist. Just letting you know. According to Patrick,
Okay.
who just apparently joined the show, welcome to Psychology 101. Hey, AJ.
Yes. I actually have a psychology degree. Just fun fact.
Oh, really?
I
Okay,
do.
so this is going to be fun. Okay.
I don't practice, and it was in maths and computer modeling. But
Oh
that's
my
okay.
God, this is going to be so much fun. Okay. Coach 101 Psychology.
Seriously,
AJ.
I program computers.
AJ, why do you own a cat?
Why do I own a cat? Well, I also own a dog. We didn't include that. I own two cats, if we're going to be picky.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. Why do you own a cat?
Why do I own a cat? Because I needed a pet in my life, and it's far easier to rent with a cat than it is to rent with a dog.
Why do you insist on flying spaceships?
So why do I play games? Is that
No. Why do you insist on flying spaceships?
Because I like to say pew pew.
Under oath, perjury of perjury. Do you seriously say pew pew?
Oh hell yeah!
Every time.
Oh, not every time. It's a special occasion if I say pew
All
pew.
right, it's going in the note. All right. Moving on. Sarah.
Hey coach.
Sarah. What?
Coach. Why do you fly toy spaceships?
Because I'm drunk.
Honest.
Why do I fly spaceships? It's
Yes,
easier than
question.
changing diapers. Sarah,
Yes.
why do you insist on flying arcs?
Because they're awesome. They're one of the coolest looking ships in the game, and they're super neat with front and rear arcs. Really, though, if you want like a more technical answer, when I started playing first edition X-Wing, this is right after the arc came out, and I actually legitimately enjoy the world building that happened in the prequel movies, which means I really like the ships there, and I'm like, wait, it can shoot out the front and the back? I must have this ship.
That
And
is
then I made it- and then I made it work.
enough for my article. Sarah, why do you live in Minnesota?
Because I was born here and then didn't move out of Minnesota because honestly, it's pretty awesome here.
AJ,
Yes, coach.
why have you not adopted Sarah?
Wait, why would I adopt adopt Sarah?
Answer the question, please.
I'm trying to understand the question, please.
Please
Why?
answer the question.
Why is Sarah in need of adopting? She seems like a strong, independent young lady.
Sarah.
Strong, independent woman who don't need no man or AJ.
Sarah. Why do you need AJ to adopt you?
I would prefer to not be adopted and move to New Zealand because they have less organized play.
Hey, I'm trying.
I know you are. I know you are. Official organized play. FFG supported.
Hey,
AJ.
You are doing an amazing job.
My not nationals is going to be amazing.
AJ.
Yes, coach.
Why have you not adapted a better organized play for X-Wing?
Oh, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, coach.
Sarah. Why have you not assisted AJ in her quest to further organized play in other regions of other than
The not US.
I'm sorry, coach. I guess I'll just fly to New Zealand after work every day to go help her out with that.
So therefore, under your sworn testimony that you are willing to fly to New Zealand to help out the organized play of X-Wing in New Zealand.
As long as I keep flying
I
west,
can't
I'll
keep
travel
this
back
up.
in time and I won't miss
tried,
work.
ladies. I tried. Oh.
Show me on the dole where coach touched you.
Oh, God.
I tried so hard.
Right in the heart.
All right.
Coach, okay, to let you know, your store does have special meaning to me now because that's where I broke my stream curse. I was like 0-4 or 0-5 on streams until I went to your store championship.
Nice.
But I still didn't break my curse of being first in Swiss going into the last round and then missing cuts somehow.
I cannot tell. Like, okay, I'm gonna full disclosure this. And it wasn't even you. It was the guy who actually got fourth. He went, I'm pretty sure by the math, Sarah's gonna get fifth.
Yeah,
And
no,
at
as
that
soon as I lost
moment-
that game, I knew it.
At that moment, I went, I'm in charge of this motherfucker. Maybe you didn't. And I went, oh, Sarah, I can't tell you how far I went to literally going, no, he got like this many points. And Sarah actually did make the top 4. And it was super fucking, but
Are you saying you almost colluded?
I almost colluded the fuck out of
Okay,
that.
to be fair though, my last round opponent, if I just offered like, hey bro, like let's just like Fortress and Final Salvo, we would have both made top 4.
No,
Boom.
I understand that.
If I pulled a Duncan Howard and Nathan Idy at Worlds, then I would have made cut.
No, I was legit ready to go.
I was okay. You talked to me right after. I was legitimately ready to cry because like
no, it
happened
was
to me.
before that I was like, no, she
that
won.
happened to me at like 2 or 3 other tournaments, like in the few months right before that.
It didn't fucking help that you told me that. Like it was like you're like every single tournament, and then he came up. He's like, I don't want to give you be the bearer of bad news, but Sarah's gonna lose again. And I'm like, no, it's my tournament, and I determine who's the top 4. And
no, seriously, those fucking Y-Wings, I had like 2 of them on 1 health left. If I just finished them off, I would have had enough MOV. I was like, what, 20 short or something like that?
everyone watched that. Everyone watched it, and you were like, yeah.
I was fucking pissed.
The situation you planned out, that was what, if you would have stuck to it, you would have won. and you would have won the whole thing because your list was not a match towards the actual list. But fuck. I tried to cheat. I tried to cheat for you, but I just couldn't in the end.
I appreciate that you didn't cheat because I wouldn't have wanted my win to be tainted. Because legitimately, like, if I won that thing and you told me, like, months later that you rigged the cut, I would have been pulling my hair out, literally.
I would have never told you. I had never told you that.
Is, I track my MOV in tournaments. Like, I just know where I'm at from.
Yeah. That's the problem. You would have known. You would have known something's wrong. But
it's all right. So. 2.0 is gonna fix it all.
Yep, half points on everything. My sex,
all
those
break all the streaks.
So for shit show wise,
oh wait, this wasn't already the shit show?
Yeah, no, this has been the shit show the whole time.
Oh, good, good.
I think, Buck, I hope. You know what? Who knows what Montana thinks is the shit show or who doesn't? But I need to go to bed.
That is reasonable.
But what I do want to say though is, first of all, I'm going to persuade you to not go to Gen Con. It sucks. It's a shitty way to do it. Gen Con is great. I'm not going to lie. It is. But if you're there to meet X-Wing people, go to Worlds.
I have to qualify to go to Worlds.
No, you don't. No,
I quite literally have one opportunity.
No.
Maybe.
No.
In Australia.
No. If FFG seriously wants to limit the world's pool to those who only qualify and go, man, there's like all these thousands of people that literally pay to fly into Minneapolis. Fuck them. They didn't qualify. Oh, well. No, it's not. They're not going to do that. There's going to be an X-Wing fucking celebration. They're going to have all the new shit on display. It's going to be a smorgasbord of X-Wing. If you didn't get into the one tournament, that's fine. You didn't get into the one tournament. There's going to be other things going on.
See, my problem is I can't wait until the 3 weeks before when they actually announce all that shit. I need to know months in advance.
No, just schedule it. October 2nd weekend in October, I think. Don't quote me on it. I think it's around there. They've issued when Worlds is, so just book your flight then. You're done.
Just show up. Regardless.
AJ, just show up.
Just show up.
You believe me, you will have a good time.
I mean, obviously, we don't know anything yet about the new worlds or like side events or whatever, but Coach does have a point. Like, it's reasonable. They'll have stuff there for the people that don't qualify for the main tournament. Now, whether that's just like regular ass hangar bays or if there's actually like a bigger side thing, we don't fucking know. But it's probably going to be worth coming like over Gen Con if you wanted to go to like the big X-Wing event.
It'll be worth coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying don't go to Gen Con. If you have the chance once in your life to go to Gen Con, go to Gen Con. But it's more of a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing. If you've been to Gen Con, you've been to Gen Con. If you've been to Worlds, it's... I don't know, man. Like... In the past, I would say like, you've been to one Worlds, you've been to them all. But ever since OCX showed up, nah, it ain't the same. We're changing it, and we will be there.
But
and we will make sure whoever is there, they're going to karaoke this time.
No, karaoke.
Crowley, I'm sorry, I mispronounced. I've had 12 beers.
What?
Well, I mean, if you count the 6 beers I had during golf, which really don't count because I worked those off, it's golf. I I did some cardiovascular activity.
But they're Budweiser.
But no,
they're basically water.
This is totally gone. So, for international people, I look forward to seeing you at Worlds. That's all I got to say.
We've got time. We've got time to work this out.
Yes, we do. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to first of all say good night to AJ from across the world, the killer of Moaz. I don't even know how the fuck that's a stupid name. I'm coming up with a new one. Ladies and gentlemen, please say good night to the beautiful AJ.
Good night, Coach. It's been fun.
Good night, AJ. Also, ladies and gentlemen, not to be underestimated, the beautiful and the intelligent Sarah Tessa.
Hooray.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just looking for something. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Aaron, the Coach Kroll. I am signing off from the OCX Radio Studios. I hope you tune in next week. You will not be disappointed. For the rest of you, good night.
And
good
luck.
Flying, and don't get as drunk as I am tonight. So, signing off. Now I can hit the stop broadcast button.